Shut up and sit down.
He says, open at the button he just pressed was the live button. And yeah, good belch there, Fox.
We'll find out. A good way to start the day.
Yeah, hello gang, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop, and his lordship, the Foxter, model making guru.
Hello
there.
Welcome.
There. Hello, good evening and welcome. And yes, hopefully we're back on a bit more permanent basis. We've had a bit of a breather and... Dare I say it, we've both missed our usual crowd of friends, and so we're going to be jiggling our live streams going forward a bit. I don't know what that is, just so that we can make the schedule a little bit easier for us both, because we've both got real life stuff going on away from this. But we do love doing this Friday show. I love doing my Sunday show. So
I mean, this is like the one time slot I can absolutely guarantee I'll be around.
Absolutely. So we'll endeavour going forward to do the Friday. I should do the Sunday stream. We've got our Wednesday e-models at the bench that we do, which is our work, and the fortnightly e-model show. We'll see how we go with them for now. And then as time goes on and things settle down for us both, we'll then see whether we can get back to putting some of the other shows back on the schedule. But for now, we're just going to stick to a slightly lighter schedule because it suits the pair of us, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of limited to pretty much the Wednesday show now on this.
Absolutely.
Because I have to do that one. And the Monday night show.
Yeah, and I would also like to say a massive thanks to each and every one of you that has messaged me privately with words of wisdom, words of support, and all of that lot. It really does mean a hell of a lot, you know, because not only physically but mentally I was having a bit of a struggle, and it really was nice that people that are part of my inner circle reached out and helped me through it. So you know who you all are. One of them sat next to me. You know who you all are. Big heartfelt thanks to all of you. So, talking of the quality people that matter, before I do any pimpage, I'll have a little looky-loo in the chat. First in, we had Wendy Hickson with an H. You jokes, she says, catch you in 22 hours, because someone was testing his stream setup yesterday and may have hit the wrong button on his stream deck. Yeah.
I was sat there, I'm like...
But hey, mate, I instantly had a couple of viewers and the chat was alive, so it was like happy days.
Yeah. It's no different from me. You texted me the week before saying, dude, you know you're live? And I'm like, wait, what?
Well, you are talking to the bloke who went up to Telford a week before the show, so yeah. Get your quote ready, because Candygram from Mongo is in. Jeff saying hi to model making guru, Festa Wendy, and all in chat.
Science, that sounded more like Magnus Pike. Science and democracy have very consonant values and approaches, and I don't think you can have one without the other.
There you go, folks. Atolls in says, evening all, as Jack Dixon used to say on Saturday nights. Dixon and Doc Green. Cool, now you're talking. Dixon and Doc Green. Gordon Bennett.
It's a bit disturbing that I know the tune.
It is. Everyone said hello to each other there. James is in. JC Bricks and Builds says, evening, Colin Fox. L in chat. Festa and Fox Hugs. Hello, James. How are you, mate?
Hugs
Love to you, Alicia and Shania. Oh, and that's saying hello to him. PJ's in, says, evening, Colin, the one true king. Gufforn, the one true puffin lord. Fox, the one true princess. Spider Pig. And everyone in chat. Hello, mate. How you doing, PJ? Love and big hugs, mate. And yeah, thinking of you, mate. I know. So you've missed me, Spider Pigs. Fox got Parpage before we went live, so...
Yeah, I wasn't the one farting before we went live, thank you very much.
Yeah, he was fettling, though. Jeff is in. Jeff Light says, hi, Cole Fox and all in chat. Hello, Jeff. Love to you. Love to Maggie, mate. Hope you're both doing all right. Everyone's saying hello to him. Fraser Green is in, saying hello. Hello, Fraser. How you doing, guys? Joseph Kelly says, good to be in here. Happy days, mate. Happy to see you. And PJ saying hello to that. Oh, yes. So, folks, yeah, getting back to work. If you'd like to help support this channel, you can do so by heading over to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop. Or you can click the join button below this or any of my other YouTube videos and become a channel member. That'll give you access to the Zoom off-air 24/7 hangout. Also, if you've got a decent mic and a webcam, you'll also get access to the chat, where you'll find the link in there for the live streams on a Sunday, where you can come and join us on air. Doing so, also, you can click the $sign to do a super chat in the chat just below the chat in YouTube even. Get your words out, Cole. And you could help support the Guru by heading over to youtube.com/Guru Foxx or becoming a member of his channel as well. Bill Lewis says, good evening. Good to see you back, mate. It is, mate. It's nice to be back. I've been keeping an eye on things, but I needed to come off grid for a little bit because my demons are at me, and I was getting a little
break.
I was getting a bit unpredictable in my daily behaviours, and my missus just said I need to take you off grid for a bit. So
yeah, and your batteries are a bit low as well, and you're a bit,
I was absolutely cream crackered because I've had my backside kicked by me ailments this year, and I wanted to keep going on, but a few of my close friends said, you're burning out, mate. And I do listen.
Yeah.
And
surprisingly enough, he does.
Yeah, my vagueness and erratic outbursts were getting a little bit, Anyway, JC Brixers, just want to say a big congrats even.
I want to say big crap.
Should we start again? So you can tell.
So I'll just go back to the pre-roll and just jump back in again.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Oh, how'd you do? Welcome to the Festa 67 Smoking Hut. James says, want to say a big congrats on the new announcement you announced earlier this evening, Festa. Yes, I can make it official. It's been rolling on for about a week. I had a message totally out of the blue, and Fandom have reached out, asked me to do the Eleanor for them, and of course it is my Growl Mustang, so I ummed and ahed over it for a millisecond, pulled their shoulder out of its joint and was like, please sir, I rolled over, sat, fetched a bone, their slippers and the paper, and it's all set up now. So now it's all set up and about to be shipped, I can announce it. So yes, I shall be doing the 1/8 scale fan-owned partwork of Eleanor, the Mustang from Gone in 60 Seconds. There will be so many broom broom noises.
Did you know when it all came to a head and it all was sorted out? Did you sperm just a little bit?
Well, I was laid up at the time, as you know, and I could only wiggle even. Wiggle 3 of the toes, you know what I mean? So, there was a little bit of
toe wiggling.
And then I had like 4 hours to wait before I could tell the missus. And she said, what have you done? You're like a coiled spring. And I went,
You're in Fox mode.
Yeah, I was. And then obviously I messaged you, and you was even more of a princess than me. So,
oh God, yeah. But the thing is, right? Do you know what I know about the Eleanor?
Nothing. You know as much about that as you do the Dodge Charger and the GT40, mate.
Do you know what I know about Gone in 60 Seconds?
Yeah. Nothing. It's one of those.
I still haven't watched any of the Fast and Furious, even though I've just finished my Dodge Charger.
You should be ashamed of yourself, because you're nagging me about watching Bluey. Stealthily puts the Bluey car on his bench there. You like that, didn't you?
I see what he did there.
James in the chat says, now, Mr. Festa, is not called JC Craps and Builds. Well,
He's not called that, but technically we are all Craps and Builds, aren't we?
Absolutely. John Christmas is in, says evening all. Hello, John. How you doing, John? Mate? Nice to see you in, mate. Hopefully you're enjoying our inane drivel. Those that are eagle-eyed as well will notice a slight difference on the overlay and the thumbnail, because we may have created the little cartoon characters that go with this slightly childish build of ours, but and I've had a bit of a fettle since we last was on.
Somebody's been working on his off camera,
No, hold up a minute, you, Captain Superglue, before we went live.
No. Gluing on a bit I just snapped off literally 10 seconds before is not the same as building lots of substructures in your car.
No, we've not built substructures. I had to create a slightly larger opening. That's all I've done. And you've
applied this...
Yeah, I needed to see what it looked like. So I thought, if I apply it to one side, and then I leant on it like this, as you do, and I just happened to have in my hand the engine block that I 3D printed, and you'll never guess what. It went and stuck itself to the bonnet.
Did it stick where you just put all that milliput?
No, that's styrene. And then as I went to put it away and push it over there, it pressed itself against a discarded roof rack, and it heated with the heat wave. It may have welded itself to the front bumper. Yeah, but it opens now. Just like yours does. But
truthfulness level, government.
With the roof chop, it opens like it did. And there may be a slight texture to the inside and two very strategically placed screws.
You ever thought of becoming a politician with a lying ability like that?
Mate, not with what happened today. Well, it's all been going off, innit? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So anyway, what is your plan for tonight then with your awesome...
Well, we've been printing lots of things. This is what I'm not using.
I'm sorry, we've been printing. Wait, what? Sorry.
Yeah. This is what I'm not using. I'm not using them.
I'm denying any involvement in him printing stuff.
Not using them. I ain't
you could build a whole other kit out of those bits.
Not using them or them. I am not using those. They were going to be used, but I chopped them right down and tried them, and they didn't quite do what I wanted to. So I have since printed.
Why did I'll put your full screen while you're doing that.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, I have since printed a chassis. Wheels.
Did you also not design these from scratch as well?
Yes. There is another one. So I got them. I got axles.
I'm just going to be painting mine.
Let's move my camera so that you can actually see what I'm doing, folks. There you go. I do apologise for my poor web shot. We got in. Spraying squigs, and he's got a squig and a cannon.
Awesome.
So we got in. We got this one. His jaw. Some of that. Look.
Awesome sauce. That's awesome.
We got a driver.
1/8, well, not 1/8 scale, one something scale up.
So, yeah, and also, obviously, I've got a big bag of Baneblade bits that you sent me. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I now know what I'm going to do with me surfboard. So I've got them to play with and all. So, yeah, I'll probably bung the chassis on and the wheels. I'll do a dry fit so that you can all see at home where I'm going with it. And then I'll sit and go through then bits and pieces that I need to modify for it. So that's what I'll be up to tonight.
Awesome. Well, I'm not going to zoom in full screen to mine because I'm mostly going to be painting mine. So I've got to finish working on my figure.
Yeah.
I sacrificed Bandit's. I basically gave Bandit a lobotomy. Oh, I put myself full screen anyway.
Yeah, bang yourself full screen, mate. Go on.
I gave Bandit a lobotomy because I needed his ears to put on Calypso's head. So I've now got like a bizarre, kind of bizarre Lovecraftian mush of, I can't get my words out, Bandit and Calypso.
Yeah. Because
that's going to be, because basically I'm making this into my car.
Yeah.
So this is going to be like the Fox character that I use, but it looks nothing like it, but I'll paint it up. But I have gone and designed, like Colin did with his, I've designed a Bluey character of the Fox character, which I'll be doing another one of these at some point in the future and filming it properly. So I will, of course, have animated character at the same time. So I've got that all done. I did some green stuff hair last time, so I need to clean that up.
Absolutely.
And then I will just be taking this apart, and I'll be things like filling the gaps in the backs of the seats in, filling the back in, and probably not doing too much physical work to it. I'm just going to keep it as it is, but I do need to fill in some holes, take the roof rack off, and I do need to design some decals to send to Colin that he can print out for me. So,
Absolutely.
I'm not going to be doing not a lot of building in my side, but I'm going to have to get this figure cleaned up. Little bits I'll need to do.
Yeah.
Very nice sculpt, says Jeff to me. Yes, it's kind of like sausage hair at the minute. It might look good when it's priming, but right now it looks dumb. But it needs cleaning up.
Yeah, but you know the direction you're going with it.
Yeah. I'm just going to sort my chair out.
Yeah, I haven't gone. It's just on dry fitting me build so that I can show you all what I'm going to be doing with it. So.
Yes. Drilling. So I'm going to start by just cleaning up. I was going to say Band-Aid, but it's not. It's Fox, really, isn't it? I'm cleaning up Fox's hair. So yeah, I did. The reason I used Calypso was it's the only one that's got little sort of side jowls like that, which is kind of a little bit like my Fox character. Not really, but it's as close as I could get.
Good enough.
Yeah, you work with what you've got.
Absolutely. Well, exactly. You have to work with me.
Needs must. Now the big trick I've got is what to do with the tail, because the tail goes through the hole in the back of the seat, but I'm going to have this figure sat in the car and magneted in place because there's a hole just under the butt there, just big enough for a magnet. So I'll probably cut that tail off because I'm going to fill the seats in anyway. So right, so I'm just going to clean up all this.
That's what the hole in the back's for. It's for the old squig bloke, and then you got the dudes.
Put your full screen in. Hang on. Oh.
And then you got the other dude. So yeah, so he's throwing a big squig. He's like, "Oi, yo!"
It's proper gangster, that, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, and that's where that's going to go. So
awesome.
And then I get to make me axles and that. Then so let's.
I want a chassis for mine now. God damn it. I don't know. Yours is going to look so much better than mine, which is just going to be a paint job.
Don't worry about it. It's not a competition, mate.
It is. I must win. No, I wasn't really.
Oh right, you're that. Yeah, you're that person.
No,
then.
I'm not actually. I'm not that kind of person.
So yeah, I shall go for a dry fit of all of this lot so that you can all see where we're going with it.
Now I've got to try and sand all this green stuff nicely to look like smooth and seamless, and I can't guarantee that. But we'll do our best.
Absolutely.
We'll know when we primer it whether it's worked. But I'll be in Dave mode today and lots of sanding, so apologies.
Oh, you're going for it, are you?
Well, I've got to do lots of sanding anyway, so...
That's what I was going to do.
You're going to get sanding. That's what you're going to get.
I was going to cut that off with the saw, wouldn't I? Yeah.
Paul Dismasters in says, good evening, all you crazy
Hello,
people.
Paul. How you doing, geezer?
James says, Fox, finger of shame for not watching Fast and Furious. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jeff puts a super chat in for you and says, Woob looks great, Festa.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. Very, very kind of you, mate. Thank you so much, mate. You can have yourself a free Spider Pig, and your air guitar will be on screen imminently, mate.
It's worth noting that I haven't seen any of his plans until he just showed them now. So, yeah, it does look awesome. That's the first thing I've seen of it.
He's been hoping that I would tease him with photos, but I didn't want to spoil it.
No.
For him, because,
he knows how much I like seeing things.
Yeah, so he kept saying to me, what you doing, what you making, I need to see it all of it. And I steadfastly refused.
Because you're a git.
Absolutely.
But you did it for the right reason.
I like being a git.
Yeah, well, stick to what you do best.
Absolutely.
Bobbins is in and says, hello and a big welcome back to Festa 67's workshop.
Hello, Bobbins. How you doing, geese?
Paul Di Tommaso says it looks awesome.
It's getting there, Paul. Slowly but surely, mate.
Slowly but slowly.
We do what we can with what we've got.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, I know in my head where I wanted to go with it. It was just getting the bits designed and how I wanted them to look. So,
yeah. I can't wait to see like proper pictures. I'll watch the stream back later to get a proper view of them because, of course, to me it's all kind of.
Oh yeah, I'll put some photos up in the group afterwards because I need to start photographing stuff tonight. So
yeah, you need to start making people aware of what you're actually doing.
Yeah, it's my biggest weakness. I know. I am
You're always
useless.
like, yeah, but people know what I do. It's like, yeah, but the people that don't know what you do don't know what you do. There you go. See.
Exactly. I am that man who puts a video up and doesn't even post that I've put a video up. So.
Yeah. He says, well, people know where to find it. I'm like, yeah, but that's the people that know about it, the people that don't know about it.
Exactly.
Wendy Hickson's in, says, hi, huge hugs, everyone.
Hello, Wendy. How are you, my darling? How nice to see you.
Hello, Wendy. Do you need me to send you a load of rivets for that, by the way, Col?
I'm all right, mate.
Are you going to cover it in hex nuts?
I'm going to be doing the bolts of the Orc boltness, mate.
Awesome.
So,
it's going to need a lot.
It is. It's gonna. I've got more panels to make yet.
Panels. Get your panels here.
Because I've got all the wheel arches to do. And yes, folks, this is. I say a thing of beauty. It's going to be a.
You literally have pimped your ride, haven't you? It's proper gangster now.
It's proper going to be a bit chavvy, isn't it? But hopefully you can get an idea of where I'm going.
I think they can figure that one out.
Yeah. Do you think it's a little bit?
I want one of those.
It's getting a little bit. Do you think I've got carried away?
Nah, you're not even started there yet, mate. You're not even started yet.
Oh, and don't forget, it's got
Beyblade bits.
It's got that going on the roof with the big boomstick.
Okay, now you've gone too far.
And it's going to be a turny turret gun, and yeah. So, do you think I'm getting a bit carried away, do you?
I think you're holding yourself back far too much there, Col. I think you need to be true to yourself and do what you feel's right.
And I also figured out what I can do with the surfboards.
Hang on, let me put you full screen again.
Sorry, mate. I'll shut up in a minute.
No, you got me on the button. Well, yours is the interesting one. People want to see yours.
I'm going to cut these down, but I'm going to have them as teeth of death poking out the front. Oh,
that's an idea.
Yeah, I'll pick that one up at the
least
end.
One of them is teeth of death.
Yeah. And it's going to have a point down the bottom there, but it's going to have like teeth of death as bull bars. But
oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You could make one a diving board and have a grot diving off it.
I knew you'd say something like that.
Yeah.
So,
I always have the best ideas with your builds.
Absolutely.
I'm no good with ideas for my builds.
That's where I'm going with it, folks. Let's just take me off of full screen because I don't want to be full screen all night. There you go. As you know.
Yes, mine pales in comparison. But...
Yeah, but it's not all about my build here, is it?
Yeah.
We're a duo.
It is, because your build's awesome. Yours has got the nuttiness.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit nutty, you know, so...
It is funny, though, how I don't have the creativity to come up with ideas like that for my own projects. But when you're doing them, I come up with all these great ideas.
Yeah.
Because I think it's because I don't have to worry about how to implement them.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just enjoy doing stupid, bizarre, weird things.
I think if I'm doing it for myself, I think, well, there's an idea, but I don't know how I'd do that, so I'll not do that.
Yeah,
That's where it goes a bit wrong for me.
I enjoy the quirkiness of it. It's a little bit odd, isn't it?
You're just nuts. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I do have a slightly childish imagination.
You're the crazy person. You are craziness.
It's all done in the best possible taste.
Possible taste. New name for Colin's Bluey Car Bill series, Festa My Ride. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it has it's slightly different. I think you'll get where I'm going with it.
I think they figured that out. Paul DiTomaso says, what no V-shaped spiked plough up front?
Well, once the teeth of death are done, I'm still going to have quite large offcuts. So
don't rule anything out yet.
Don't rule everything out yet, because there is room still for a death roller. So,
and don't forget, of course, there's room for me to say, you know what it needs, and then come up with some dumbass idea.
Yeah. So
yeah, there's plenty of time yet.
Yeah, and of course I've got exhausts of doom to make yet as well, so I've got them to add. So, yeah, but that will give you an idea of what I'm looking at doing. Yeah.
What did Colin make? Colin made a pimped gangstermobile. What did Fox make? He made a 2020 Fiesta.
Not whining like a boo-boo.
I'm not. I'm looking forward to mine, but it won't be as impressive as yours.
Yeah.
I mean, the paint job will be vastly superior, of course, but the
will,
construction won't be
because,
anywhere near it, you know.
I can't paint for shite, you know that.
Exactly, but you can build stuff like a madman. I jest.
No, he don't. He means it, really. Oh, that's all right. I'm going to breathe through
it. Anyway, don't forget, folks, important question, bench and belly and beverage.
Yes.
What's on your bench? What's on your bench, and is it as awesome as what Colin's got? What's in your belly? What did you have for dinner, or what you're going to have for dinner? Yeah. And what's your beverage of choice for the evening? I'm on water because it's 1 billion degrees.
It is. It's so warm in here.
Yeah, I'm not sure about you streaming on Sunday. It's going to be like 30-odd degrees.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit, yeah.
You chose the perfectly wrong time to come back.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit, yeah.
Tonight's not so bad, actually. I discovered that if I put a big thick towel over the one window on the landing, the whole entire up of the house doesn't get really hot.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It stops the sun. We've got one window where the sun comes in and makes you boil upstairs.
Yeah.
Jeff has been a member for 24 months.
I freely admit I am cooking somewhat, but...
Colin says, thank you for your subscription, Jeff, for your
membership. I do. Sorry, Jeff. I was rummaging,
He was doing
mate.
the thing. I could hear you rummaging.
Yes, thank you for your subscription, mate.
PJ says, Colin, I'm slightly disappointed that there's no mini grots squashed into the wheel arches behind those huge tyres. Just a thought. See, he's doing it now. He's doing me.
Absolutely.
He's doing
well, this is it. I've got wheel arches to make, and I do have some leftover grots of grotness. So,
yeah.
Never
there's always
say
time,
never, mate.
Yeah, don't forget, PJ, these are the kind of things that I normally come up with, so yeah, go for it.
There's always time, mate, in the world of Festa.
He'd pretty much finished building the Baneblade when I started coming up with ideas, and then it was like,
the amount of times that inside blade got taken out the box, unbelievable.
Yeah. I finished, finally, my masterwork is finished. You know what it needs? Oh, God damn it, Fox.
Absolutely. There you go, bit of SpongeBob for Eric.
SpongeBob.
Jeff even.
Who's Eric?
Eric, he's twisted round. I don't know why. I was just, yeah. Me and names again.
Yes.
Right, I don't want to lose. I want to lose them, so let's put stuff away so that I don't lose it.
Don't lose it, Cole.
Yeah, we got...
Have you got loads of little greebles from Baneblades and stuff stick on the bodywork and everything else?
Yeah, that's what I'm currently rummaging through at the moment, rather unsuccessfully, to say the least. So I'm just going to spread that out on there so that I can see what I've got.
Is tonight for you going to be a greeble fest? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm just trying to give myself space to actually work.
Nonsense.
As you can see, I'm a bit full up with discarded Bluey bit at the moment.
Giving yourself space? How very naive.
Yeah, I know I'm going to struggle with this. I'm going to struggle with this, Eleanor. I do need to clear me bench, don't I? Again.
To be honest, you'd actually be all right.
Yeah.
Because I work in a space that's about the length of my dodge, so...
Yeah,
don't forget, for the first year and a half, you'll just be working on bits anyway.
Yeah, I just need to...
It's only about a year in when you've got the whole chassis built.
Give myself a bit more of a work area, really. Right.
Yes.
Then need priming and painting, so they can go back in there.
Priming and painting.
They can go back in there from now.
See, I've given myself an easy night tonight because it's mostly sanding and filling.
Yeah.
But I'll probably need to do some work off camera so that I can come back next time and just have everything, say, primed.
Yeah.
Unless it's going to be a lot of building, because I don't want to suddenly build one thing and find I've got 2 hours to fill. That'll be a bit rubbish.
I'll turn my other cooler on, I'm afraid, folks, because it is proper.
Toasty.
Yeah, it's like a sauna in here.
Toasty hosty with the mosty.
Open the door as well.
It's like a sauna in there. It's full of scantily dressed naked ladies.
Well, that's just me.
Or is it Swedish gentleman? I don't know.
So let's move that for a minute. The slightly insaneness of the Bluey car. That's a prop shaft of propness to go in,
You're a prop
because
shaft.
even though I did a chassis, I still made sure that I did a prop shaft for it, because why not?
Nothing wrong with that.
So we got that to go in.
You're a chassis.
Oh, you're a chassis, you are.
You're a chassis, you are.
So, folks, what have you all been up to?
Yes.
How are you all? What I would say to Fox as well, question of the night, how's me mum? And also, how are you, mate? Because we seem to have skipped all of that.
Yeah, I'm all right. My wife's a bit poorly sick today, so she's had an early night.
She's not having a good day, no?
She was feeling a bit rum today, or this evening.
Bless her. Well, hopefully it's only a short blip.
Yeah, just tummy bug. She's got an upset tum.
Oh, bless her. She's a good fart, mate. That's what she needs.
Dirty, great big trump is what she needs.
Yeah. Bless her.
Do a little bit of clean up on that.
Hopefully she has a better day tomorrow, mate. Because,
Yeah, hopefully so. But I'm all right. I'm bimbling along.
There you go. See, chassis with a prop shaft. Get in. See.
Chassis with the prop shaft.
Right, so let's get a bit of greebilage going on, folks. Want to get...
I got a more rougher sanding sponge. Let me have a look. Oh, my leg's gone to sleep. Oh, yeah, bugger.
They're going to be chopped. They're going to be chopped with the Dremel. So we got that.
Oh, old man sitting down noises.
Oh, you proper...
Yeah. Oh.
You are gum, lad, when I... Oh, boy.
So if I can't get these little dimples sanded out, I might just go with some slightly thinned milliput later. Because I might have to use some... I haven't got enough green stuff to fill all these seats, so I'll have to use some actual grown-up milliput or something.
Yeah, I'm getting low on green stuff.
I've ordered a 56 inches of it.
Yeah. Nearly as much as I've got.
It might be 32 inches,
stuff,
I'm not sure.
Because I do have all the green stuff, so...
Yeah. All the green stuff in the world.
Absolutely, you can never have too much green stuff.
Green stuff.
You did it again, didn't you?
I won't say what I was almost about to sing for copyright purposes, but no,
absolutely.
I didn't. No, I didn't. Totally didn't.
What have we got? Oh, yeah, that goes on its rump.
Paul Lewis says, belly steak, sarnie with fried mushrooms, tomato and onions earlier, sausage roll just now, bench, 124th Italeri, slightly customised, a lot, Aussie truck, don't tell James, beverage, beer.
Nice, get in there. Have you been mock building again, PJ? Because you don't cheat, do you, mate?
No, he doesn't cheat. Paul Di Tommaso had Kraft mac and cheese for dinner, good lad. Dawn and the rest of us household had pulled pork sandwiches and Caesar salad.
Oh, nice.
On the bench, I've started panel lining the MGSD Freedom Gundam.
Ooh, get in.
Freedom Gundam, one of my favourites.
Nice one.
Do. Jeff Light says, belly just a king-size pasty and tomatoes, been too damn hot to eat. Bench sorting out even more 1/100 scale World War II German armour. Beverage, ice-cold lemonade.
Oh, get in there, mate.
Yeah. See, if I had some in the fridge right now, I could go and get myself a nice cold beer from the fridge because we've got a load of alcohol-free beer for Mama Wolf.
Mate, if you need to go and grab one, go and grab one, mate.
No, there isn't one in the fridge, unfortunately.
Oh, right. I suppose the clue was there when you said, if I had some in the fridge.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, though, because like she can't drink, she used to have like a glass of wine, but she can't do that anymore. So we discovered that she quite likes some alcohol-free beers, and it's alcohol-free, so it's not going to dehydrate her.
Yeah.
And I'm not into fizzy lager stuff, but alcohol-free San Miguel is really nice.
Oh, yeah, well, it's San Miguel, isn't it? What more can I say?
I've started drinking it. Because we got some like alcohol-free Peroni, and it's like so dry and bitter compared to the San Miguel. It's like, oh, don't want that again.
I still like a bit of San Miguel.
Give me that weird Spanish stuff. Okay. San Miguel. I'm not really going to know what this is like until I've primed it, really, am I?
No, that's what I'm looking forward to be honest with you, because at the moment it's a mishmash of different ideas and things, and it's always that thing that you want to get it painted, isn't it?
Well, I'm kind of looking at the bits I'm sanding down. It's like I don't really know if they're good or not until I've actually primed it, and then I can see how well I've
Yeah, that's
Got rid
it.
of any edges.
You should just do a guide coat if need be. So
Edges? We don't need no stinking edges, senor.
yeah.
I think they did a good job of melding Bingo's ears with Calypso's head, though.
Oh yeah, it's come up well, mate.
I think a little bit of milliput just to fill some of them gaps, because I can thin that and thin it down and sploosh it into the gaps, can't I? So this is my first ever sculpting type experience. Actually,
yeah,
no,
it's something you've always said you're not able to do, and yet I think you're putting yourself down a bit, to be honest.
Well, I tell a lie, because I did do some sculpting, like basic sculpting, when I was a teenager, when I did a couple of characters.
Yeah.
I gave them, I re-sculpted them from American soldiers to weird animal things.
Oh, right, yeah.
And that was when I was very young. And that was with milliput back in the day. There's a helicopter flying overhead. Don't know if you can hear it. Probably not.
No.
It's very bassy.
I've got all me...
Farty helicopter, that'll be the police.
Yeah, I've got all my fans going. Did you know how it sounds when I've got all my fans going?
Yes.
This room can be very, very loud.
He sent me a video the other day. Because the thing is, right, when we do a live stream, what you might not realise is that, first of all, we're both wearing little crappy I'm wearing an iPhone earpiece. iPhone AirPod thing. Just one. And Colin's wearing some kind of, I don't know what you're wearing.
Recording studio earpieces that guitarists use.
Yeah, so basically, we've got little crappy earpieces. So we can't hear much through these anyway, apart from our voices. But he sent me a video, and there's a lot of filtering on both our microphones to take out that background noise and stuff. So he sent me a video of something the other day. He just filmed it in the room. And I was like, good God, you sound like you're in like an industrial warehouse or something. I'd forgotten how loud all these fans and stuff is. Like, bloody hell. Sound like you're in like a, I don't know, refrigerated truck or something.
Yeah, it can get a bit in there.
Wow. Yeah, I was like, wow, the noise reduction you've got going on is pretty good then, isn't it? Because you don't hear any of that.
Well, this is it. I mean, this all used to get picked up in my videos, didn't it? Do you remember?
Mm. Yeah,
I
didn't
know, because I didn't have a clue. And it was like, I remember sending you a video, wasn't it? Ages and ages and ages ago. And it's like,
dude,
what's that noise?
you might want to...
Yeah. I was like, what noise? Oh, I can't hear a noise. And then H come in, it's your fans. Oh, right.
I like my fans.
Deaf old fart, you can't hear them, can you?
And you went, what?
Exactly. It's like... That's the thing, these microphones, you know, especially with the noise filters we use, it does surprise people when they hear it without all of that.
Yeah. La 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 la. I have to remember though, when I'm like streaming by myself, I have to like turn all the noise filters off because I've got noise filters in the streaming software.
Yeah.
So the other week when we did an e-model show a few weeks ago, I forgot to turn them off, so I was really quiet because I had all the noise filters from my microphone and all the noise filters in OBS and wherever it was, and I was like, oh God. And it was all stuck and I'd left everything on.
Yeah, we do forget now and then, don't we? And it's like...
We certainly do, Stanley. We certainly do. Right, I think that's as good as I'm going to get with the hair, I think. I'm just going to hold it up to the light. I need to do some... clean up with some thinned milliput, I think, just to fill in the little pit holes and stuff. And also to smooth out these hair sausages. Some very, very thin milliput just to go over the top. Just to smooth them out. There is a big seam line down the side that I need to do something with. That might have to be, I don't know, I could try sanding it and see if it naturally hides itself. Yeah. I've not tried that yet. It might do, actually. I might just get away with that.
So what you got planned for the rest of the weekend then, Geese, apart from staying away from your hot man cave?
Well, it doesn't matter because it will be too hot to do anything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I was hoping to. I didn't get any chance yesterday, so I was hoping to get all my Iron Man part work filmed.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow, but it's going to be like 30 degrees outside, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I say I've put a big thick towel over the one window on the landing where all the heat was coming in. You see, so that seems to have helped us today.
PJ says, "Oi, Fox, can you see through my screen? Because I am drinking San Miguel right now."
Oh, I know everything you're thinking, PJ. Trust me, you need help. You seriously need help. But it's the alcohol-free stuff that Mum Wolf drinks, and it's really nice. Yeah. And it's, you know what? I really like it. I've gone off kind of drinking anyway, because I've usually got stuff I need to do. I'm going to have to sprue glue this, I think.
Really? Is it?
I think, yeah, because it's just a bit of a...
No, wrong bit of sprue glue, mate. It's man's best friend.
No, yeah, it's just a bit of a seam down the side. It's not naturally good. I can't glue it and squeeze it because it's already stuck together. Works on the side of the body, but not on the hair. I'm on season 8 of Supernatural now.
Oh, are you? God, you've gone on.
It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I really wish Fan Home would do a 1/8 scale Supernatural Impala.
You never know.
Happily make that. Nah, they won't do.
You never know with artwork, people, because it has kind of taken off, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they've really dived into the licensing stuff now, so who knows what they're going to make. I was kind of hoping I could get rid of this mould line with mostly scraping. But alas, alack.
Alas, poor Yorick.
I knew him well, Horatio. Oh, sorry, I knew him, Horatio. Sorry, this is the correct phrase. I got it wrong there. Not I knew him well. That's what everybody thinks he says. I knew him, Horatio. He was mad bastard.
Esther, does Shakespeare.
Yeah, now is the... Yeah. Do Richard III. Go on, now is the winter of our discontent. Now is the winter of our discontent.
Now it's the winter of all discontent, isn't it?
My glorious summer by... I sound like the strange merchant for Fable 3. My glorious summer by the son of York.
To be or not to be? Do you want a dry slap?
You'll probably get round to playing it at some point, but if anybody out there has ever played Fable 3, one of my favourite all-time character voices, the voice of the merchant at the start that sells the magic box to the two kids. Yeah. Welcome to my magic emporium. Right, I need some glue. But I haven't used this for months and months and months. It's horrible by now.
Yeah, I had to redo my bottle the other day because it had gone like congealed school custard. It was like, yeah.
I like school custard. I used to like school dinners.
Yeah, I don't think that was bad.
Look at that. Oh, it's sexy, that is.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's a bit of all right, that is.
Yeah, that's rather screwy and rather gooey.
Cocktail stick of appliance. Hey. In fact, we'll do that last because I'm going to be trying to handle it when I'm putting Milliput on there, aren't I? That's probably
it's probably an off-air one, isn't it, that one?
No, I'll get some liquid Milliput going on in the little pits and holes.
Oh, you're good, you are.
Because I suddenly realised if I thin some of it down, I can brush it over the tubes on the hair. And make
yeah, that's what I tend to do with putty. I tend to use a bit of liquid poly, mix it with the putty, and it makes like a putty goo almost, you know? And makes it really pliable.
I remember you can use isopropyl alcohol for thinning it. I've never tried it with glue, though.
I think you can, yeah.
Yeah, I just happen to have a big bottle of isopropyl alcohol. Now, I don't know how old this Milliput is. It might be absolute garbage by now. Because it just go off.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who I was talking to recently. They had a load of Milliput that had gone off.
Let me get my gloves. Ooh.
Oh, what, your special white cotton gloves?
Oh, God, no. Tell you what, though, they did come handy when I finished that Dodge Charger and I'd waxed it.
Yeah.
And I went to put it on the shelf downstairs, carrying it downstairs.
Oh, you went full Paul Daniels, did you?
Yeah, well, it just meant I didn't mess up the nice wax coat that I put on it.
Yeah.
So
you've not got an acrylic case for it, no?
No, you get one if you pay extra money.
Yeah.
Of course, I wasn't paying for it, so I got whatever I was given.
Yeah.
I'm going to need some water as well, aren't I?
Water.
Go and get some. Let me go and get some water.
Water in the water. Yeah.
Don't taste like what it oughta.
Yeah.
Back in a sec.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, not a problem, James. Pimp what you like, mate. You know me. I don't mind, mate. My only condition is you give me a shout out on your channel, mate. Fair, innit? I don't mind that, mate. It's all about sharing the love, mate. There you go, have a bit of that. And yeah, if you're all up for doing the Sunday show, I've got one penciled in. Obviously, if it does get too hot for us, we'll just make it a shorter show. So, obviously, if you don't fancy it, ping me beforehand, and I'll put it back a week. Because at the end of the day, if we're all going to be sitting here uncomfortable, there's no point, is it? Let me know.
I'm returned.
He is returned.
And now for the old man sitting down noises.
Absolutely, I'll do that. It's like getting out the chair. It's like
yellow and poo, yellow and poo. One looks like poo, one's yellow. There you go.
It's special, is it?
No. One of the little bits of Melly put always looks like poo. Looks like a big tube of poop.
Oh, yeah, that one does, yeah.
The poop tuber. A poop tuber.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, of all the colours they had to make it.
Popular, yes. Right, let's...
Imagine what that looks like in the factory coming out of the extruder.
Poop extruder. Oh, I meant to tell you, by the way, I now am the proud owner of some actual electrical tape.
Oh, you're not?
Yeah.
You've got manly DIY products in your armoury.
I ordered multiple rolls. I've got multiple rolls of black electrical tape. Of course, it's the black tape.
What, are you ill?
I know. And then literally the next day when they arrived, I had to fix something, and I was like, ha! I can use. I've got, like, you know, my mum's. She's got something that's got like the telescopic legs on it.
Oh right, yeah.
But one of the pins had fallen out and wouldn't stay in place. So I basically thought, I was like, ha! I know how to fix that now. I've got electric. I can just tape it round, and there you go. It's never going to fall out.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
I'm a genius. It was quite manly. I felt all grown up. I was like John Motson after a beer.
Yeah, I'm proper proud of you now, mate. Grown up so quick.
Yep. Meh. Squish. I'm going to be slightly off camera, I'm afraid, because let me move the camera down.
That's all right, mate.
There you go. I've just put the thing in the completely wrong place. Let me...
You like.
Put that there. Like
oh,
that,
you like.
I'm like this.
I saw what you did.
A bit like that as well. Oh, stiff poop that is. It's like one of them sausage meat stick things. What are they called? Pepperamis.
Pepperamis, yeah.
Yeah. Virtual food, because it's virtually food.
Oh yeah.
Theoretically food.
Yeah, I don't quite know what you'd describe it as, to be honest with you.
Poop stick. I don't know if this putty is even still viable. I remember many years ago, I was almost in tears once because I made this figure and I spent a long time, and I was never any good at doing putty and stuff. I spent a long time filling in all these little gaps in it with some putty and stuff. I was dead proud of my work, and I filled in some things on a vehicle as well. And then to my horror, like a week later, the putty still hasn't cured.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was like I had to write the whole thing off. And basically, I had to just scrape all the putty out.
Yeah.
I was able to, in the end, scrape all the putty out, just about clean it all off and get some different, because I think it had just gone past its date.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% convinced this is still viable.
I've never had that issue with green stuff, so...
No.
I can imagine it's got a shelf life, don't get me wrong, but...
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but...
It will have. But, yeah, as to what that is, who can say?
Yeah, I mean, I tend to keep it in a sealed thing anyway, so...
Niels. Squishing, squishing, squishing. Very massive. Very
Jeff says, yeah, what? Wait, real electrical tape? He says luxury.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm so impressed with him, Jeff.
I know.
You know, Fox having manly DIY equipment.
Well, I was putting wires in the Dodge Charger, and it was like, you got 2 bits of tape to hold, and it was like there's one spare, and I used it to stow a little bit of wire, and I'm like, oh, I need to get some electrical tape. This is what I need it for.
You're doing manly electricery.
Yeah, well, and also, given the amount of wiring that's going to be in the DeLorean, I'm going to need electrical tape.
Yeah. I'll send you down some heat shrink as well.
Don't go that far. Because I ain't got no heat gun or nothing on either.
Of course, yeah, I took it for granted that you'd have more than one manly tool.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I only need one manly tool, trust me.
Who's a tool?
Right, I'm going to assume that's even remotely viable. If this all goes wrong, then
if it all goes wrong, we can all point the finger of shame. And mock you. Phil Lewis says it's time for him to head off night. Oh, take care, Phil, mate. Take care, mate.
Buddy.
Sleep well.
Take care.
And catch you on the next one, mate.
Right, I need some crappy brushes now. Where are my crappy brushes?
Yeah, have you got a tub marked crappy brushes?
I've got a drawer marked. I had a drawer marked crappy brushes. I've got no idea where I ended up putting it. I may have moved them.
You've been moving all the manly things around since you got that tape, haven't you?
There we go, some crappy brushes. Oh my, they are pretty crappy. They're all a bit big as well. Right. So, I've got no idea what I'm doing here. Let's just...
No change there, then.
Let's just wing the hell. I see what you did there.
See what I did?
Here all week, try the fish.
You would have done the same.
Here all week, try the fish. Right, let's just make this crap up as we go along and see what happens.
Exactly.
Isopropyl alcohols in the middle. And then right out the middle, because it just flies everywhere. Never mind. I didn't make a completely sealed unit.
What did you expect?
Well, I was kind of hoping it'd be like when you put gravy in mash and you get that island. But I didn't actually fully seal it properly, so I don't know what I'm doing here anyway.
Let's have a swig of orange.
Ooh, orange, you say?
Absolutely.
I think it's supposed to ensure that the actual donut of milliput is sealed. Never mind.
Absolutely.
Bit more alcohol, always the answer.
So do you fancy a bit of Baneblade nuttiness this week then, guys? Is that what we're planning?
What, on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're up for it.
Yeah, might as well.
It's up to you, dude. I've only got me Plague Burst Crawler to build anyway, so...
I'll get back to it, mate, ain't we?
Yeah. Right, that's a little bit thin. That
Yeah,
should be all
of the
right.
day. Because at the end of the day going forward, if I need a break, I should just say, I'm off for a week.
Yeah.
It'll just take a week away, so, you know, it's just one of them.
I can do something else.
Exactly, so... There you go.
What I'm going to be trying to do here is really, I don't need to be clean with it and neat, but just get some of this thinned milliput
It's in there, he says.
And just, as best I can, fill in some of these little dimples that have been left behind.
You're a dimple.
I might be doing this completely wrong, and I might be doing a complete arse of it. I don't know.
So
I'm hoping that because it's thinned a little bit, I just fill in those little gaps, you see?
Bit of gunnage going on.
It's a bit like Sprugo, I suppose, isn't it, using this thinned
yeah.
milliput.
Yeah.
I think it's thin enough, but...
It does what it says on the tin.
On the tin gefahren. Because I've got little bits of, like, crinkles and things in the hair sausages, but...
Paul D. Tommaso says, now we got Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, we are childish, Paul. But, you know, we make no apologies for that.
Do you know, I couldn't stand Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, we're only 5 at the end of the day.
Yeah. So many of those kind of cartoons I just never found funny.
I mean, it's going back a while now, isn't it? Beavis and Butthead.
I seem to remember liking Duckman. Duckman was quite good.
Can't remember Duckman.
It was that kind of 1990s style of cartoon, like late 80s, early 90s era of sort of that kind of design. A bit like the kind of Rugrats style of artwork.
Oh, right, yeah.
But it was an adult cartoon, obviously. Or rather, a cartoon for the grown-ups.
He's one for the grown-ups, for the mums and dads.
I don't remember too much about it, but I'm getting the impression this idea of mine is complete garbage. It won't actually work.
Is it a bit special, is it?
Yeah, I'm not convinced I'm actually doing a good thing here.
Is it getting all confuzzing?
Yeah. It may not do the filling that I'm kind of hoping it will do.
Got a bit of that. Some of them over there.
Maybe a bit too thin, I think.
So let that dry for a minute. We got going on there.
Don't mind if there's a little bit of a texture to it, because I can sand it flat. Just needed to fill in the little lumps and bumps, or the little dimples and things.
You're a dimple.
You're made of dimples.
Got me again.
All your dimples are belong to us. No, you're ridiculous.
I need to chop a bit out of there.
Here, chop it out.
Even I'm loving the slight insanity of this creation.
Mm-hmm.
Just for my...
I can't remember whose idea this was now. Was it your? I think it was your idea, wasn't it?
No, this was yours.
Was it?
Yeah, doing the Bluey car. It was a 3 a.m. here, Festa. I've seen these on the thing. What do you think?
I thought it was your idea. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, just one of those where we both couldn't sleep nights, wasn't it? And
yeah, we're like, you know what? We are idiots. We embraced it
generated
instantly.
into us going onto the Amazon store, seeing what other things we could cobble together with it. Yeah. Because you were surprised that I went for it because you didn't think I would, didn't you?
Yeah.
So
I think you saw the inherent rubbish nonsense of it and thought, yeah.
Well, I just like the childness of it, because at the end of the day, like I said at the time, we're grown men building model kits, you know, and it puts it into perspective a little bit, doesn't it?
We're middle-aged men making toy soldiers. Come on, let's just be.
And it can get a bit serious sometimes, can't it, in the community? And it was just us saying, at the end of the day, we are children.
Yeah, I'm not interested in being serious about this hobby.
Nah. Don't get me wrong, you know, there's a time and a place. If you're doing a period accurate thing and you want it to be accurate like that, each person builds how they want to, don't they, at the end of the day? And if that's someone's thing, good luck to them. But sometimes it can go a bit OTT, can't it? People get a
Yeah,
little
there's
bit,
many things in life I want to be serious about, but
yeah.
plastic model kits is not one of them.
Yeah, I've been rivet counted on all kinds of things, and it's just like, really?
Well, I now have an animated GIF of Ponycorn, I think it's called, from Bluey.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which is the unicorn thing that just goes, and why do I care?
Yeah.
Whenever somebody tries to rivet count, and why do I care?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, model making, you know, it's all about opinions at the end of the day, and there's all different ways of building, and I've always had that thing of, it's your model, if you're happy with it, it works, you know, and leave it at that.
You know what they say opinions are like. Everybody's got one.
Exactly.
I think this might just about work. I think. It might be an absolute abomination. I might have just ruined this completely, but we'll find out when I sand it again next time.
At the end of the day, it's only plastic and filler. It can always be sanded.
Yours.
Redone.
Yours. This is true. Right, let's get her on there. Now I need to use alcohol to clean that off. So I can't do anything with that now, forever. But I do need to put some sprue goo on the dirty great big mould line that goes down the middle.
Is it done, is it? He says, is it done?
Dirty great big mould line. Let me... what was that? Oh, was that a kicker?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Right, I need to tape this surfing board down because it's my little figure holding device. Comes in handy, this surfboard, as a sort of a mount for the figure.
Yeah, it just lets that bond to it enough so that I can weld it. So
yeah, weld it. I like to weld it. I know I'm not actually showing it, but you can see there I've got the surfboard taped down.
Oh, I'm impressed.
Just so I can stick the figure on it.
So proud of you, you know. This is why you're a guru. I keep telling you, but you won't have it.
This is... I always said that, you know, the Edward de Bono lateral thinking courses were always worth the money.
Yeah.
And this is why.
Right. Pardon me.
To laterally think. Right, so sprue goo. Where's that sprue goo gone?
Right.
Talking about my sprue goo. I've got more filler to do, but we'll just... we'll need to do it for a while now. Right, so I put the sprue goo somewhere, and there it is.
Do that.
Cocktail tail stick.
I think we can have a bit of weldy pops, I think, in a sec.
Ooh. Mental mode. Put the sprue goo in the glue holder, Fox. Don't take the risk.
The operative way of doing that. Let's bung
Don't
that
make the
away.
sprue goo angry. You won't like him if he's angry.
Yeah, I want to do that.
So I need to get this on the...
Does this mean you're going to turn green and rip off all your clothes? Only I'm going to mute. I'm going to turn your camera off if that's the case, because, you know.
This is Bruce Banner, a man with an ass. So I'm just going to slap this all over the join down the middle. I don't care if it's...
it all over.
Slap it. It sounds like a what was that? Aftershave?
Brick 33.
That's it. Slap it all over.
Yeah.
I'm not cared if this goes on messy, because this is going to be sanded back. It's just really to fill the gap. I don't care if it sticks up.
Fill the gap.
Mind the gap. It can be mucky and messy. I do not care.
You've got an earworm now, haven't you?
Yep. You know whose fault it is?
Mine.
Absolutely.
I take full responsibility for your earworm.
You take no responsibility for anything, you ne'er-do-well.
wouldn't have me any other way. Well,
No, because it'd be expensive otherwise.
yeah. I'll put it this way: if you could afford me, you would.
Yeah, you're free at the minute. I'm happy with that.
Free of charge.
At the moment, you kind of shareware. I think my sprue goo might be a bit too goo-y. I'm getting threads everywhere. It's like a 1980s nuclear war documentary.
I don't know. You have one simple job. One simple job is all you have.
Might need to add some more of the glue to the sprue goo.
So what I'm up against, PJ, it's hard work, mate, isn't it?
You're hard work. There's no way you can actually hold the model without disturbing the sprue goo you've already put on it. Making a note, of course, not to put the sprue goo where the arm is because I need to be able to move the arms.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got to try and shoehorn that in the vehicle, wouldn't you? So,
yeah, that'd be a very silly thing to do, I think. Well, it'll fit in the vehicle quite nicely. The only shame is that the arms aren't long enough to reach the steering wheel.
the steering wheel.
So, well, then the figure won't fit in then, that's the problem. Because the steering wheel is just in the right place to be where the legs are.
Yeah.
So I was originally going to like build out the dashboard a bit and move the steering wheel forward, but in the end I'll just have like one arm on the door.
Yeah, that's
like
what I've got to do with this. I've got to design a dashboard during the week.
I'll have one arm just down by his side or something. Because I can't, sadly. I could make the arms longer, but then it would just kind of look stupid. I kind of thought about it and thought, no, it's just going to look dumb if I do that.
Don't worry about looking dumb, mate. You've seen my build. That looks dumb.
Yeah, I kind of just thought about what I'd said and just thought about what we're doing and thought, yeah, that's kind of the least of the...
Yeah, the least of your worries, mate.
Yeah. Also, I just couldn't be bothered because I wouldn't be confident about that kind of level of modding, like cutting the arms apart and pinning them and sticking them back together. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Want to see dumb, mate? You know, you got to look at my side of the bench. It's like, yeah.
That's not dumb. That's awesomeness, and you can just shut up. Right, so there we go. So we've got sprue goo even on the join down the side, with threads everywhere that I'll have to clean off. Hopefully that sprue goo will do its job well enough. I've got very thin milli put on the hair, and again, hopefully that will fill in some of the little dimples. It probably won't, and I'll probably just be really sad.
You're a dimple.
But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put my finger in the sprue goo. That'd be the best thing to do, of course. I think I need to thin my sprue goo a bit. It's a bit too thin.
Yeah, it should be the consistency of skimmed milk.
No, that's paint. This should be the consistency of... I forgot what it is now.
Condensed milk.
Condensed milk sandwiches.
Oh, now you're talking.
Condensed milk sandwiches. Carnation. Oh.
Yeah, that was it.
Put that figure on the surfboard of happiness to dry. I haven't got any spare glue.
Oh, carnation condensed milk. Is that still a thing?
Yep.
Still going?
We had some a few months ago with some dessert of some sort. Yeah, carnation. Still a thing. Because we used to have like, we'd get like a tin of pear halves.
Yeah.
And a tin of carnation. I'm going to transfer some extra thin to my sprue goo. Yeah, tin of carnation. And tin of pear halves was always the best option. For some reason, pear halves and carnation, or peach. Tin of peach halves. Tin peaches and carnation. Oh, it's absolute orgasm time of the mouth, obviously. Phil Lewis says, time for me to head off, night all. That was ages ago, probably.
That was ages ago, and I read that.
You read that one? Didn't know princes could do electrickery, says JC.
Picking on Fox again, are they?
Yeah, Paul says, hope to see you in the truck build chat, Jeff. More the merrier.
Absolutely.
PJ says, I'm staying right out of it, Colin, for a couple of reasons, but I'm not sure what he's talking about. Right, there we go. I'm shaking my glue.
Yeah, bless you.
Now. That's a bit better, probably. I don't know. Right, but anyway, that's that done. So now we have to do some discombobulations of the vehicle.
Oh, you carry on with your discombobulations.
Because I need to get my chairs out. Get me chairs out. So let me put that over there. I crew this pile of crap when I'm working. Like sanding sponges just pile up on the side of the bench everywhere. Right. You go over there. Stay there. Bowl of water, you go over there. I'm not going to knock you over, even though I probably will knock you over. I'll knock you over, guaranteed. I'll put that over there.
Edward Leonard is in. He says, good evening, Colin. Welcome back. Hello, Fox and the chat. Good evening, Edward. Lovely to be back, mate. Always nice to see you. Panzer Cat is in the chat saying hello. Hello, Pans.
Hey, Panzer.
How you doing, mate?
Hello, my friend.
And obviously a big squishy alert for Edward.
Yep, did a bit squishy. Squishy. Right, I need a screwdriver now, don't I?
Nice to see you in, Edward. Hope you're keeping well, mate.
I need a discombobulator 3000. Right, okay, I take it discombobulation is not a complicated process for this car.
No, well, mind you, though, seeing how long it took you to open up the bloody box that it came in, it could probably be a lengthy process.
Hey, that box was not designed for children.
Because, you know, that did take, what, 20 minutes for you to figure that out?
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Tell you what, of all the screwdrivers I've got through my Partworks, this one that comes with the DeLorean is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just got a decent grip on it. All the ones that come with fan home kits are a bit rubbish.
Yeah, I still use the one that came with a Rossi bite.
Yeah.
Really good screwdriver because it flips around. So it's a flathead one end and a Phillips the other. Just
that's good.
Flip it around in the handle.
That's kind of good. Handle.
Yeah.
I need to, what did I need to basically seal up the holes in the chairs with some plastic card and then with some putty later on. I need to see what else, cover the holes in the back where the caravan would go because you can't buy a caravan.
That's the Rossi screwdriver.
Oh, yeah.
You just take the handle off, flip it round.
Oh, I like that.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Oh, I like that. That's great.
It's not as good. It's not as good as my super duper self-changing screwdriver. That one there. So you do that, you turn it, and it changes.
Oh, that's just awesome. I need one of those.
Brilliant, isn't it? You want one of them in your life, don't you?
Yeah.
Because also, see, it's got a removable barrel, so you can put whatever bits you want in there.
Remove all the barrels. See what I did there?
I did.
Right, so there's those 4 screws. Are there any other screws? I'll take the spare wheel off. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not seeing any of the screws. I'm sure there are. Oh, no, we have some movement. There we go.
You go careful.
The Healer family 4-wheel drive is discombobulated. A little bit. I need to somehow get the roof off though. Let's take the roof off. There we go. That was quite fun, that. Taking children's toys apart destructively. How did you get the metal pin out for the back? Just push it through?
No, I left it in there.
Did you?
Yeah, I've never disconnected that.
It looks like you could if you wanted to just push it through.
Oh, yeah, you can just warm it up and it'll pop straight through if you want it to. But...
Yes. So you can see here the vastly detailed dashboard, which is not detailed at all.
Yeah. Yeah, they went to a lot of effort, didn't they, with it?
Yeah, my wheel that doesn't turn very easily.
I no longer have the steering wheel attached, mate.
Yeah, I guess there's this little metal bit holding it in place.
Yeah, I kind of amputated that at an early stage.
Yes. I'm not sure how we got that in, but never mind. So we have the interior. I need to take the chairs out. That lid's getting got on my nerves.
It's slightly
How'd you get the wheels off? Did they just pull off?
Yeah, I just pulled them out.
I've been wearing gloves for an hour. I've got no grip in my hands at all.
Oh, lammerkins.
What, the wheel just pulls off the end?
Oh, yeah, just pulled off the end of the spike, mate.
I can't get it off. I'll sort that in a minute. Right, how do these chairs come
So,
out?
just pulls off.
Yeah, I've got no grip in my hand because of the squishy fingers. Yeah, I'm clearly feeble. Somebody set my feeble level to excessive.
That's because you're in full-blown princess mode, ain't you?
No.
We got a bit of that, so let's figure these out.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes, we do.
So that's going to go on there somehow. Oh, God. Oh, I must
Can't get my wheels off. Come on now.
Oh, dear.
I need to get this roof off. It's annoying me. There must be a way to pop the metal pin through. Or not, as the case may be.
The complexities of a Bluey car.
Yes. Well, I'm not mechanically minded, am I? So it's all weirdness and sort of.
No, it's witchcraft and tomfoolery, Fox. That's what it is, mate. It's all witchcraft and tomfoolery, mate.
Come on, Will. Come on, Will.
Oh, I'm just giggling to myself because I am really mad.
Get off, you fascist. Come on. It's not coming off at all. Oh.
All right, let's do a bit of madness going with a saw.
I seem to have a more stiffly assembled version than yours.
Oh, right. Okay, is that what it
My
is?
wheels aren't coming off at all. God damn it. They're very tightly fixed. There are my little pliers. Let's try some little pliers, shall we? I don't know why I'm taking the wheels off, but I may as well. I probably should.
I don't know why you want to take them off because I thought you was keeping them on there.
Yeah, but I might try and fill the gap at the back so they look at least reasonably solid.
Turn them around, fit it a bit at a time then.
I was just going to use plastic card.
It's the noises he makes.
These won't want to come off at all. I can't get a good grip of them. Bum tubes.
Oh,
I'm not getting these off, am I? How do you get the chairs off? Do they just come off or what?
Oh, yeah, just pull out. Mind you. Yeah. Yeah,
Damn it.
they just pull off of a spike, so they're only held on with a push fit.
Yeah, I know. My glasses are falling off. I'm trying that. I don't want to break anything. Why is mine built better than yours?
Yeah, because it's got nothing to do with strength, is it? It's going to be build quality, isn't it? Because
I have all the strengths, but it's purely down to other reasons.
Yeah. Brute force and total ignorance, mate, and I've got it off.
You clearly got the Friday afternoon one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Definitely a manufacturing defect on mine, wasn't it?
You got the Leyland version. I've
Yeah.
got the bloody BMW version. God damn it! These aren't coming off at all.
It's never in, folks. It's never in.
That's never me.
Never in.
Come on, you Gimpatron. Oh. Really does not want to come off. Apologies, I'm not on camera, but I'm just kind of
Don't worry about that.
and fanning around with this and trying to get it to get off. Get your ass to Mars.
Oh dear.
Nope. God almighty.
Oh, brilliant.
If I didn't know these weren't screwed in, I'd say they were screwed in.
Oh dear, they're not screwed in.
I know, but I can see how those come out. It's a little flippy down thing, isn't it, on the baby seats? Let me just get that down. Oops. Or break it off even, that'll do. Don't care about the baby seats anyway.
Yeah. The baby seats, if I remember rightly, just clip in.
Yeah, can't get them off either.
Okay.
Nothing's working. Yeah. It's like I can't even spudge them. I can't even spudge them off. It's like they're just literally like, and they're just not coming out at all.
Oh, bless you. I'm not helping them.
I don't know why they won't come out.
You know, a 3-year-old could break this in about 10 minutes. So that, yeah. Have you got nothing you can lever against them with?
I've got my spudger, but there's nowhere to get it in other than on one side, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So it's like
A pair of pliers or anything like that. Wedge up under there. Something with a bit more substantial strength than a spudger.
No, nothing. It's like I'm pulling them and the whole floor's coming up with them. Getting a little bit of play on them, but not much. How very frustrating. Nope.
Oh dear, Marcy's in saying good evening. Hello, Marcy.
Hey, Marcy.
All right, darling.
If I have to work on them in situ, then I have to work on them in situ, but I'd rather not.
Really? Drop everything, Carl.
Hey, Cole, drop everything, mate.
Yeah.
But if I can't even get the baby seats out, that's a bit of an arse. God damn it, Australian manufacturing people. What have you done with these things? Dark arts have you used? I need a more powerful spudger.
Hopefully we're still streaming.
I know what I can use.
Yeah, we are. It's just I dropped my keyboard, so I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, because I'm having a drop in everything moment there. Carry on.
I shall use my dirty great screwdriver that was used to spudge my Dodge Charger chassis together into one piece. So if it can make a steel chassis member fit, it can bloody well get a baby seat out. Can't get a baby seat out. Fascist. There you go.
Yeah, at long last.
I mean, I had to get that big long tube out the hole, but good God. Yeah, that's only the baby seats there, mate. Oh, hello, that one's out.
There you go, see. Told you they're only a press fit.
Not that well, that one. There's a... Is that glue? Can't be glue.
Bless you.
That one's well wedged in. It broke off when I pulled it out. So goodness knows what the actual... Right, here we go. There we go. That's moving. It's moving. I don't know why it's suddenly moving, but it is. Ping. Yes, I like that noise. That's a good noise. Make it again. With more opening coming apartness. It's half coming off and half not coming off. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
One man's hatred of the Bluey vehicle.
Growing and burgeoning hatred.
Oh dear.
It just won't come off.
Said the actress to the bishop.
To matron. It's just literally not wanting to lift up at all. I don't want to break it out, but I suppose at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I did.
Needs must.
Gosh darn it.
Is that a dagnamit moment?
Yeah. Come on, you little... Come on, you. I'm trying not to swear. Don't make me swear on Colin's stream, you little... shenanigan. Really aren't coming out.
And breathe.
They're slowly getting a lot higher, but only very slightly. Ugh.
It's going to be called A Name any minute.
No, not on your stream. I'll do it on my stream. I'm saying things in my mind.
Oh, I can imagine what you're saying.
Gosh darn it, dagnabbit.
Dagnamit. Oh, drat, von drat. Oh, shenanigan thing, von drat.
Curses McCurse's face. You ne'er-do-well. You poltroon. You have had the one that didn't have any glue on it for some bizarre reason.
Oh, absolutely. It's bound to do with the fact that I got the one that wasn't glued together because...
Yeah. Listen, I'm pulling these with all my strength. They're not coming out.
I'm not saying you're not, but...
I fully expect to hit myself in the...
isn't it?
I fully expect to hit myself in the face before long.
Oh, bless you.
I hate Bluey now.
It's one of those, I can see all the shed balls coming out.
Oh, this is doing me a din.
Why did you want to take it apart anyway?
Because I figured it'd be easier. Well, I was thinking about putting a magnet underneath the seat anyway to magnetise the figure in.
Yeah.
But also I figured it'd be easier to get all the filler around the back of the seats and the plastic card and stuff that I want to do.
Yeah.
Without them being in the car. But at this rate... I'm giving up the will to live.
That's,
how are they even held in? I mean, I've got a spare car if I break it, but I don't want to break it.
No. No, not if you can help it.
It would be best avoided. I can't get the bloody wheels off.
You're only supposed to pull the wheels off. So I did.
Why did yours come apart and mine doesn't?
Brute force and ignorance, mate.
I've got both of them.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it
I'm
was
scratching the chair up.
an indelible determination that it wasn't going to beat me.
So it wasn't that easy then.
Little bit of sputtering. I used my needle nose pliers, if I remember right.
That's what I'm trying, but I can't get them out. I mean, I can't get it underneath. I can get something underneath the back of the chair, but not underneath the front of the chair.
Yeah.
Come on, you ne'er-do-well. Can only get it under one side. Curses.
Oh, I can imagine the language when we come off air later. And
Yes!
she says, oh, please. Yeah.
I heard a crack. Yes! Flipping Nora.
Yeah, there you go. See, it was
got
as
like
easy to come off as mine then, after all.
No, it wasn't. I think there's actually glue. Because it looks like there is. It looks like there's glue on the ends.
Yeah.
That would explain a lot. I never thought they'd glue things in.
I suppose they've got to stop a kid from taking it apart, haven't they?
Or me.
Yeah, I've got residue on the end of mine, actually.
Yeah, so they are glued in, aren't they?
Yeah.
That explains a lot. Right, let's get the other one out. And then the back seat, and then more swearing.
Yeah, you're doing well, mate. You've only got one more to do.
I mean, if it breaks a little pin off. That's not a problem because it's got the square thing to sit around.
Yeah.
So I feel a bit better now knowing they've put some industrial flipping adhesive on it. It's not just me being a spoon.
Oh, dear.
I feel a bit better now.
One man's hatred for Bluey. You saw it all here, folks.
Yeah. Adoration to despising. Ah, there we go. Right, I'm getting the hang of it now. You have to understand
see,
what you're
it's
doing now.
all, yeah, see, so, yeah. Like, obviously didn't glue that one then, dear.
No, it was, but I've just figured out how to wiggle it to get it out.
Ah, see, so, yeah.
So that's there. Now this one, I haven't got a good spudging point for this one. Unfortunately.
Ah, so it's no longer a Friday car then.
No, it's a... Why didn't they just screw it in? God damn it. Then it's cheaper to glue it, I suppose, isn't it, than screw it?
Yeah. Less
Glue it.
things
Don't
that a
screw it.
3-year-old child could swallow, mate.
Yeah, well, it's already got 4 screws in the bottom anyway.
Yeah, but they're very recessed, aren't they? I don't know whether they've been out to do the same there. I don't know.
Don't know. Making the child go out and get the chainsaw. This is even worse.
Believe you me, mate, I still think a child would have got them off quicker than us two did.
Yeah, quite possibly. I heard something crack, and it was a good crack.
So he did.
Come on, you little bugger. Don't make me go Irish on you. Oh. Yes, yes. Oh. Oh, matron. Yes.
Panzer Cat says it may not have beaten Colin, but my money is on Fox losing to this car.
Done. I had to snap a thing off the end, but you know what? I don't care about that anymore. No. Ha, you little bugger.
Do you need to take a breath?
I need to give my hands a week to recover. Yeah, that's glued in, that is. That's why I was struggling so much. That's pretty hardcore glue in that case. I wonder what kind of glue they used. Whew.
Oh, bless you.
I feel better knowing it wasn't just me being a dingus, but it's actually literally physically having to break glue. That kind of makes me feel a bit better about it. Well, there you go then, little bugger. You're right, little bugger, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Oh, dear, mate.
We never want to do that
laugh.
again. I've got another one, haven't I? I've got another car to do, haven't I?
Yeah.
At least know next time now.
Oh, you're cutting all your seats out as well.
No, I'm cutting the little tubes. The seats fit nicely over the little square bit.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So once I've put all the stuff on them, I can glue them.
Yeah. You don't want to have to faff around again, do you, mate? Yeah.
No.
So you see what you're up to there, yeah.
Yeah, I can always glue them if I need to.
You have
Ping.
got-
Don't know where that went. Don't care where that went. I have no idea.
So we've got screws and mirrors. Actually, I could do a bit
Did you enjoy that, folks? Did you enjoy that?
Oh, I'm mightily impressed, mate.
Fox defeating glue? Absolutely.
There was an inner determination that I could feel brewing.
There was. I wasn't going to let it get the best of me.
I was waiting for profanity, mate. I thought it was coming.
The funny thing is, though, right? I could stand here and be all like, I'm still cool because I knew I was going to beat it. But I'm still a moron because every now and then I still look underneath and make sure there wasn't a screw. There's no screws. I have cracked the floor a bit, actually. Where that peg came off.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. You can't see that.
Mate. Don't need that bit of floor anyway, do you?
Well, it's the bit under there, but you can't really see it.
Oh, dear.
I don't ever want to do that again. Oh, wait. Thankfully, they've got a little square thing that the seat can sit on top of, so I can glue it to that next time. You do realise, of course, I've just realised something
What's that?
that you could add to yours.
All right.
You've put a big supercharger on the bonnet.
Yeah.
You've got a big engine compartment there, mate. You could fit an engine in there.
Yeah, I couldn't be asked, mate.
You'd also have to then make a hinged bonnet, I suppose, wouldn't you?
No, I would have just cut the bonnet out and had the engine poking out. But...
I think it'd be a sideways engine for that one, wouldn't it? I reckon.
Yeah.
It would be a sideways jobby.
More modifications to make.
Modify. Cut these little plastic posts out because I don't need those. At least I hope I don't need those. It's too late now. It's far too late. Right, so they can just sit on there. Except they now don't want to go back on. Fascist.
That down there. Still don't know what to do about these or whether to actually put a grill over it. It's not actually a door, isn't it?
I want to be a door. Oh, the back bit.
Yeah.
It technically is a door, but it's very tiny.
Yeah, I welded mine up.
Yeah, gold Dukes of Hazzard on it.
Yeah, I'm still undecided what to do with these, whether to put grills over it, mesh, or
What,
what.
you mean over the window bit?
Yeah, I haven't decided. Really.
Absolutely. Mesh is always good. Like Mad Max mesh style.
Yeah.
I had a little Model 2 CV once and I made it all Mad Max, put mesh on the windows.
Just imagine you gunning around in a 2CV.
I don't mean a real one, I mean a model one, obviously.
Oh, right, I thought you had a real one. Yeah.
I was like 14 and I had for some reason I had the little plastic wallet that you used to get when you opened an account at the Halifax, so that became like a piece of corrugated metal.
Oh, right,
Cut some holes in that and put that across the windshield. It was my Mad Max Citroen Diane, actually, not 2CV.
Yeah.
I was channeling Steve before I even knew who Steve was.
Rebel King.
King of the Greeble. My hands hurt now.
Oh, this is it now. You're not going to be able to do anything for days, are you?
No. But I can loosely fit them back on again, and when I finish them, I can just glue them in place.
So what have we got?
Oh, I've got sniffles.
You can flip that off of there. You a bit of that, my son. There you go. On that off of there.
Right, so let's take these roof racks out.
Okay, so we can throw that over there for a minute.
Get your roof racks here.
We can do a bit of the old stringy kins.
For some reason I thought you were going to say jiggery pokery then. I don't quite know why.
Bit of jiggery pokery. That wrong. Bit of jiggery and a bit of pokery, mate.
Mm-hmm. You know, if I thought I could have taken these off before and sent you my 2 spare roof rack things for yours.
That's right. I've only used one, mate, on the front bumper. I haven't figured out what to do with the second one yet.
Yeah.
There's still time, though. I'm sure I'll come up with something.
Now, here's the thing. I said to Chris, you know, our friend Chris at Chris.Models, that now I've finished my Dodge, I'd send him my little pot of Dodo Juice wax so he can wax his Dodge. So I reckon once he's finished his Dodge and got it all waxed up, he should send you the pot of wax for your Eleanor for the day when you finish your Eleanor.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That wax will do some miles in, won't it?
Yep. I mean, it's really a dark wax, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters. And it. Yeah. I'm going to fill those holes without looking rubbish. That's interesting. It's a good question.
Oh dear. That is the question.
Diese ist die Questionen. How are we going to do this? I do not know. I think there is a way.
Do you have a cunning plan, do you?
I do not have the cunning plan. No, this is not the case. How does this go together? That goes on there. That goes on there. Made a bit of a gash of that plastic. I'll have to sand that down. That sits like that. So if I needed to, I could make... Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to have to make like a... I'm going to have to install a drop ceiling, dear.
Oh, are you, dear?
Yes. I need to fill these holes in the roof.
Right.
And the best way to do that is to have something on the other side.
Yeah.
But rather than just put plastic card on the other side, they've got these weird... I'll just put a big piece of plastic card that covers the whole flat roof out, so it looks like a roof liner, basically.
Yeah. But you're good, you know.
I'm not good at all. I wish I could get the roof off. That would be a lot easier, but I don't want to fettle around with that thing too much.
Yeah, because like I say, if you cut it, you're going to have to deal with a cut line.
It looks like you could just push the metal pin out, but...
Edward Leonard says, the back wheels are still on, mate.
All my wheels are still on. I can't get my wheels off. Unlike Colin's, mine don't want to come off for some reason. Now that will be just feebleness because mine aren't glued on. So that will be just feebleness for me, I suppose. Wheel. I was hoping to seal, fill the wheels in with some plastic card, but
yeah,
bum holes. Bum holes. And I was just trash it with a big hammer.
Yeah, if in doubt, hit it with hammer.
No. Maybe I don't know, leave the wheels like that. So I was hoping just to get a circular piece of plastic card and stick it over and then smooth the edge a bit to make them look solid, but I can't really do that if I can't get them off. Oh well, we'll figure something out. In the meantime, what I need to do is chairs. Just put this body shell back.
Edward says twist them whilst pulling. That's what I did, mate, to break the spline.
That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. But there's very little space to get hold of. You can't get your thumb under. There's only this bit here, you see. So I've been twisting them. But they don't want to pull apart. For some reason I've got really firm ones. No, they're not even moving a little bit. What do you want to guess? They've probably been glued.
Yeah.
No, they're spinning freely, so they can't be glued. I do not know.
It's a conspiracy against you, dear. That's what it is.
It is. It is. Some blood Australians. They've all got it in for me.
Infamy. Yeah.
So ever since I started doing the Australian accent, they just hated me and decided to...
Yeah.
It's punishment.
Yeah, that's what it is. They came after you, mate.
Yep. Oh no. I'm twisting. I'm spinning. So you can only really get your finger under there, and that's all you've got to work with. So
yeah, there's not a lot, is there?
I think it's coming off a little bit though. Let's get the pliers of happiness. See if we get some leverage on them. I don't want to break the wheel.
That's the thing, because you want to use yours, don't you?
Well, yeah, I've got no replacements, so.
Well, I've got 4 here if you do break one, so...
Oh, that's a good point. Feel free to send me your wheels and axles if I break mine.
Yeah.
In fact, just send me yours anyway, saves me this hassle.
Yeah.
And I can just hacksaw these off.
I'll add them to your box.
No, no point. I'll get these off. It is spinning freely. It's just pulling it off is the hard bit. It feels like it's moving a little bit, but not much. Come on, you little numpty.
It's mocking you.
How far do you have to go in this bleeding wheel? It's pulling off slowly. Here we go, like that once. You watch, I'll get one off and not the other, and I'll be like, oh, Trumpton.
Oh dear. The internet will go wild with your Bluey shenanigans.
Yeah. I'm going mad with my Bluey shenanigans. Come on, you little bleep. I didn't expect this project to involve so much physical discomfort and pain.
Yeah. It's seriously hard graft, mate. I didn't expect any of that.
No, I can't even get the front wheels to spin independently, so I don't even know if they'll even be take-offable or not. I don't think I'll get the front ones off. It is most frustrating. The back, I'm making some progress, but very slowly.
You get there.
We have movement on the front wheels.
Yay, he says.
No, I just mean spinning, not pulling apart.
Oh, right.
Yeah, not good movement.
Damn it.
I don't think I'm going to get them off. Not the front ones, at least. But I think I'll just leave them on.
Can they not be filled with green stuff or milliput?
I mean, yeah, but...
Is anyone going to actually look under there to see whether the wheels are filled?
I'd know they were there, but I know what you mean. I mean, I could fill them in... I suppose I could fill them with green stuff and then sand it smooth.
Yeah.
I might have to do that, to be honest, because I could probably get the back wheel off, but the front wheel, that's not happening. So let's not bother. Right. Get back to where we were about to be, which is to do with seats. I have defeated.
He loves it.
On that car. On that matter. Paul D. Tomas says boop, boop, de boop. Scale Model Muse is off, says going back to work now later on.
See you later, Marcy. You take care, darling.
JC Bricks and Bills went to bed a while ago.
No worries.
Take care, James.
It is late, isn't it? So.
Yes. Oh, my fingers hurt now. Right. So
I was going to say, you're going to recover in time for Wednesday, mate. You know, I'm worried about you now.
Yeah, it may take a few days just to rest and recuperate. Right, so now what I need to do is fill in the backs of these chairs.
Edward says, try again tomorrow, Fox, when you've regained some strength, yeah.
No, it's not about strength. I think it's literally just about they're too tight and I can't get a grip of the front wheel to get it off. The front wheel's not going to come off. There's no point trying to do the back wheels. Now, this should be fairly straightforward.
Oh dear, you've gone and put the curse on it now. You've used that. This should be straightforward phrase, haven't you?
Yeah. In my mind, I know how it's going to work, but in reality, of course, it might not work this way at all.
We do this to ourselves. We're like, now for the easy part.
Yeah, and then the whole piece of card moves. Okay, let's try that again. So I should just draw a line around.
I've got the pleasures of that coming with the Eleanor build. It'll be, this is a simple process. Simply follow this instruction.
Part works tend to be fairly straightforward, to be perfectly honest.
Mind you saying that, the big bike went together well, so...
Yeah.
That was thoroughly enjoyable.
Consensus seems to be that the Ford GT I'm doing is kind of a more simple build than normal. So it might be like a good beginner build for the Ford GT, but... Right, let's just go straight for the scissors because it's easier. This doesn't need to be neat and tidy to start with. So we shall cut out some plasticky card shapes. I probably could have put these better on the plastic card to avoid wasting plastic card, but...
Wrong with that, mate.
Because what I'm going to do is stick these on willy-nilly and then sand them to fit, more or less.
Yeah.
You don't need to be perfect. Oh, that one needs to be perfect. Oh well. Can't do that one then, can I? Oh.
Is it mocking you again?
No, I cut the wrong way. Just tidy that up a little bit. I shall use it as a mask. See, this is more the kind of stuff I can deal with.
Bless you.
Right, so that should fit very roughly on the back.
Yeah, but you didn't need the walking away music, so you know you did well.
Not quite. That'll fit like a glove. Like a glove. I could use really thicker plastic card, I suppose, but I'll do as a template. Let's go for some thicker plastic card. There's be more sanding to be done in that. That should fit there. That's way too big, but that's not a problem. It can be cut down to size. One of those.
Now,
2 of these.
a bit of that on there.
A little bit of that on camera. Yes, just about.
Yeah.
2 of those. And we can probably make this a little bit smaller.
Kicker.
That might be better just with green stuff, to be honest. So that's a curved. See, this is a flat bit, so I can put some plastic card over that.
Pardon me.
And then fill it from that side. But this might actually be better with green stuff because it's a curved edge. I think that the headrest might be better with actual filler with green stuff.
Yeah, that would work better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because it's not a flat. Let's say the back of it's flat, so I can do plastic card on there. I've still got to fill the hole from the front, but I can do. You need some when you're going to fill a hole. You need something behind the hole to hold the filler in. Otherwise, you just
otherwise, yeah,
it just falls out.
Yeah, I can remember watching someone filling a wheel arch once. And they kept filling, making up more fill at the go in the hole, and I was creasing up because you could see that it was just pushing out the other side. It was like, you really don't want to do that.
You need something behind it, mate. I don't know if this is the right way to do this, but this is just the way in my brain that it makes sense.
Hey, mate, if it makes sense in the brain, it's the way to do it.
The thing is, on the back of a car seat, you've got the back plate anyway, so
yeah.
In some cars. Now, see, in reality, on my car seats, I've actually got seat covers on mine.
Yeah.
They're just really thin black seat covers that somebody gave me, and not very good. So if I wanted to, I could just theoretically put seat covers on mine and not worry about the details, but... Also, the problem I've got is that my car interior is all just greys, which is really boring.
Yeah, my Monza was all leather grey, so...
Yeah, I mean, mine are just like leather, grey materials, and then the carpet's grey, and it's all just grey, and the interior's grey, and grey. Everything's grey, it's not interesting at all. Right, now the back seat's a bit more tricky, because that needs to be... That's also curved. That is a tricky one. Because you see the back seat's actually got a curve to it there, and that's going to be hard to... That's going to be a tricksy one. Whereas the back in this part here is flat.
What direction are you thinking of going?
Well, like I say, on the seats here, you can just put that on.
Yeah.
But on these, it's curved.
Yeah, you might want to use a bit of, yeah.
But then I've got the problem if I put filler on it, of course. I've got nothing on this. Got
any foam that you can put in underneath or between it to pad it out a bit before you fill it, or build it up with a bit of styrene around the edges so you're not using as much filler?
I could. It's a plastic card. I mean, it is the back seat, so nobody actually cares anyway.
No, that's right.
And I could just use I mean, I could just use thinner plastic card and bend it. That would also actually work.
Yeah.
Just use thinner plastic card, Fox, and bend it. There you go.
If in doubt, yeah.
Don't overthink it, Fox. Just underthink it.
Underthinking always works, mate.
Yep. And of course, big thank you to Wendy Hickson for supplying all this plastic card that I'm working with.
Yeah. She's a good girl, she is, Wendy.
Cheers.
She's a diamond.
Right, so a bit thinner plastic card for that one. We're going to have to use the CA glue for that one then.
Oh, you go careful, dear.
I'm not doing that one yet. I'm doing the front seats first though. Back seat. I'll need to use filler on the back seat headrests again, but that's fine. So for the back seat, it's that bit there and there. It doesn't matter if it's the wrong size because I can trim it down. I'd rather have it too big and trim it back.
Well, matron.
Steadiness.
Yeah. Well, matron.
There's a horse in here. That's what she told me.
So we did. I see what you did.
What I did, you see it.
Yeah, I seeded it all. I seeded it all.
You seeded it. Yeah, we're going to have to... Well, that's quite good, though, because that'll bend in a little bit. It looked like the really crappy, like, fabric seat backs you get on Ford Fiestas around about 2000.
Yeah. Yeah, they all had
Because,
that
you know,
velour look about them, didn't they?
Yeah, because, you know, cheapness.
Absolutely.
Now, we have to assume, we have to hope well, this glue's going to work.
Fix or repair daily, mass produceness.
Yes. Of course, we don't actually know what glue is, which plastic this is. Some of it's ABS.
You're right there, Jeff. She is an absolute legend, is Wendy.
Aye, this is correct.
She is, mate. She is an absolute star.
I think there'll be a little bit of filler on here, but... Right, I'm not sure. I'm going to play it safe and use...
Are you playing it safe? Never.
I'm going to play it safe and use the plastic magic glue that I haven't got a holder big enough to put in, so I'll have to get a little metal tray or something just in case of spillage.
Right. And we can do the same with this.
The problem with plastic magic is it's not that fast.
No, it's 10-second wiggle glue, isn't it?
Yeah, but it takes a while before it's dry enough to sanding and all that nonsense.
Yeah. I rarely use mine because of that reason. It is sat up there for many a year unused.
It's kind of handy for, you know, when did I use it? What did I use it for? Actually, having said that, it's already kind of stuck. I used it on something. I used it on Gumpler, didn't I?
That
when I was gluing
it.
when I was gluing the, excuse me, gluing the ABS frames together.
Yeah, I think that's why I got mine, because of the Kshatriya build, if I remember rightly.
Having said that, now it's actually setting already. Okay, I take it all back. Okay, I can confirm that plastic magic does seem to work on this vehicle.
Well, I think this vehicle is ABS, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, well, I know it says ABS on the bottom of the chassis, but I didn't want to assume that everything was ABS. It probably is.
Yeah.
But hey, plastic magic works on most.
Because when I welded the car, I used ABS filament from the 3D printer.
Filament.
And it
filamentous.
Seemed to do the job quite aptly.
Filamentous. See, I could just leave this big gap at the back of the seat there, because I remember going to France once and we had a Renault Espace. We rented a Renault Espace for like the 10 of us to go in the back of this Renault Espace.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it had this stupid seat design where if you put the headrest up, the headrest made a big chunk of the back of the seat disappear up out of the way.
Oh,
and you
right,
had that
yeah.
kind of... And it absolutely... I spent a whole day when we got to this place in France lying on the floor when everybody else went out to the pub because it was an agony. It killed my back.
Yeah.
16 hours on this seat with a big gap down the middle. That was fun.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I was like, thanks, Citroën, with your stupid designs.
And Renault.
Sorry, Renault. Yeah, not Citroën, Renault. Renault.
Yeah.
Merci beaucoup, Renault.
Papa, Nicole.
Avec les désignes stupides.
Them adverts weren't at all creepy, were they?
Nicole Baba, Nicole Baba.
All right, so we have got a bit of that going on.
A little bit of that. Oh, I've knocked thingy off his what's it. I keep calling it he, but it's a her, technically. Calypso's a woman, so it's kind of weird.
No, you're Bluey characters. Like I've got a clue. Yeah.
Calypso's the school teacher.
Yeah.
She's kind of a bit hippy. She's kind of a bit hippy dippy.
Still haven't watched any, so
you should.
Yeah, it's sacrilege, isn't it, mate? You've not forgiven me, have you?
And when you were saying about like me not having watched the Fast and Furious or whatever, the only reason I say watching Bluey is because it's happy and life affirming, and you'll feel better having watched it.
You're not obsessed, are you?
No. Put it this way, I hate kids, and it makes me wish I'd been a father.
That's what he kept saying to me during the week. Quick, do your Bluey avatar. Bluey avatar. Oh! Ready for the thumbnail. Go on, do it. It's like, okay.
Test you that much.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Of course you didn't. Have you done it yet? Here's the link.
I said, why don't you do this? There's a link. There you go. Go and do it.
Yeah.
And then you went quiet for about 8 hours, and then you came back. I reckon you were just playing with it for hours and hours.
No, it took me all of 10 minutes, mate.
It took me all of 10 minutes, and I went and did something else for 3 hours. I believe you. Millions wouldn't.
I think I might have been Xboxing at the time.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Oh, no. I went for a poo. I didn't tell you that either. I didn't think I had
well, I don't know about that. I can't get involved in your pooping. I can get involved in your Xbox.
You know.
Goodness.
Dear Fox, I'm going to let you know that I'm doing this.
Je suis pooping. Hello.
Yes.
There's a letter H on the underside of the chair. I don't know why.
Unless that's a plastic type.
It's like a handwritten H.
Oh, it
Quite
might
weird.
be the person that made it, moulded it. You never know.
Could be. Although it's the chairs are mirror images of each other. Ash. Egek. W. Right. Now that's them two done. I'm going to have to fill the headrest with actual putty, which seems a bit rubbish to me, but there you go. Seems a bit rubbish to me. Fighting me every step of the way. Fascists. My belly's making funny noises as well, which is not normal.
Oh dear.
I take it back, actually. This glue is sticking really quick. You know, like you know when you do CA glue, so you can anchor one part down and bend the rest of it.
Yeah.
This is actually sticking really quick.
That's formulated for it, I suppose. You know, it's doing the right thing.
It's like a lot faster than extra thin would do. It's kind of grippy enough, like CA, that I can glue one part down and then bend the rest around. I am most impressed.
You're happy?
Yep. I assume you have this glue available in your Amazon store?
Yeah, it's on the website.
Yep.
Because the website is now back up, folks, because, yeah.
Do you like how I gave you that little thing to pimp yourself there?
Yeah, it was getting missed, yeah. So I thought, what if I do it monthly? It's just at the time I didn't have 200 quid floating around that I could pay for the website. So you go with what you got.
Paul Di Tommaso says, in the air, shake your derriere. These 3 words mean you're getting busy. Whoomp, there it is.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Tag team back again. Check it, direct it. Let's begin. Party on, party people. Let me hear some noise. PD's in the house. Jump, jump for joy. There's a party over here, party over there. Wave your hands.
He's proper.
I'm not sure what's actually
isn't he?
happening there. I think we might need to get some sort of intervention going on this.
Further down, he says he wants an Xbox X. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do when you can afford it.
Yeah.
Sunday, the Microsoft showcase with the half-hour Starfield Direct as well. That'll be me watching at 6 p.m. on Sunday.
What do you think they're going to announce?
Well, hopefully they'll show lots of games. I don't think there'll be anything new that nobody knows about.
No.
Well, there would have been Persona 3 remastered, but that's been leaked.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hopefully they'll show some Fable, which would be good. We've yet to see any Fable. Of course, I'm more interested in the half-hour Starfield presentation. That's the bit I'm interested in.
Absolutely, mate.
It'd be nice if they secretly announced like a remaster of, say, Fallout 3. That'd be brilliant. It won't actually happen, but it'd be amazing.
It's your favourite game,
also, one of my favourites, yeah. Hopefully they'll also release... A lot of people are hoping... They're releasing a current-gen upgrade for Fallout 4, but they've never said when that's going to come. People are hoping they drop it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that Fallout 4 can be in like native to Series X and S and PlayStation 5.
That would be cool then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it just means we get much better graphics and higher frame rates, which would be awesome.
Yeah, it's like Paul saying all the new games are not playable on Xbox One. So,
No, Xbox One's history now. It's too old. If a game's
like
coming
anything,
out and it's on...
you know, they have a generational evolution, don't they? Oh, I can't move me big words.
I know. The thing is, the current generation's 3 years old now. It's time they just stop releasing games to be compatible with the Xbox One.
Yeah.
Because the thing is now, if you get a game now that's on Xbox One and X and S, it's like, yeah, it's either going to be garbage or very simple and basic. Because they need to just stop catering for those consoles now.
It's a shame because, like I say, the consoles ain't cheap, are they? Let's be honest.
No.
You know,
but the thing
you
is,
want to be spending £600-700 every couple of years on a console? You don't.
Well, no, the life cycle is normally sort of 7 to 10 years for these things, or 5 years. But the difficulty is, it's, you know, if you're releasing a game to work on the older consoles, you're hobbling the one that's going to run on the new consoles.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can't build certain things into your game.
Well, it's like 64-bit PC software against 32-bit, wasn't it?
Yeah. One of the big problems with one of the big problems with Cyberpunk 2077 on consoles was it had to work on the PS4 and Xbox One. It's like that knackered it.
Yeah.
Because the stuff they probably weren't able to do because they had to think of the old consoles. Whereas the new DLC or the new expansion pack that's coming out at some point this year for Cyberpunk is current gen only.
Yeah.
It's like, you're on an old console? Yeah, see ya. Your ass is grass. But the difficulty is, of course, because of like COVID and everything else over the last 2 years, console sales haven't been as strong as they normally would have been.
No, that's
this
the
current
thing,
generation. Yeah, this current generation has struggled a bit. So a lot of developers are still targeting the older consoles as well because that's where the big install base is. Unfortunately.
Well, this was it. You know, they've got to cater for it because people are expecting it still, aren't they? So I don't know what the answer is.
Just abandon the old consoles altogether and stop. Unless your game is such that it's not particularly demanding and can actually run on the old ones without major compromises. Like Starfield's not even coming out on Xbox One or anything like that because it wouldn't run. It's too big. It's too big a game. It's too massive a game to even think about that. And that's good because the stuff that, you know, the stuff they can do stuff that takes advantage of the higher, you know, SSD access speeds and things like that. You just couldn't do on the old consoles with hard drives, and it just hobbles you. So good. Good that they're changing it. Right, that kind of worked a bit.
Makes you wonder where consoles will be in 20 years, doesn't it?
Oh, they'll be built into your brain. They won't be built into your brain, really.
You'd like them to be.
Yeah. Right, so that's that bit on the back panel. I've got a lot of tidying up to do by cleaning these up and then sanding around the edges.
Absolutely, same here, mate. For me, it's just getting bits joined together and then I can go around and weld it all up and clean it all and
join your bits together. Right, I don't think I can use that. Oh, I probably can actually use that milliput. It might be still usable.
it's worth a go.
I could just get some green stuff because it's a lot less bloody hassle. And I've got more green stuff turning up anyway. And sod it, I'll just use green stuff. Panzer Cat says, talking of Aspie and grass, I best head back to work. Take care, Panzer.
Yeah, you take care, mate. Lovely to see you in, mate.
Burpularity. Let's just do some green stuff because I'm far too lazy to mess about with milliput again. Milliput, made to make your things
Get your
lumpy.
milliput here, free for £1.
As I have more turning up, I may as well just go ahead and use this.
Absolutely. You never have too much milliput, mate.
Green stuff.
Same thing.
Oh, clamshell. Stabbing, hurting. I hate
God, you're
clamshell
not having
packaging.
trouble opening that and all.
Yeah, I hate clamshell packaging.
I'd worry about it.
It's evil. They need to just stop anything ever being packaged in clamshell ever again.
Well, isn't it getting banned?
Probably.
Sure, it's one of the things that's getting banned. Clamshell packaging.
Single-use plastic by the end of this year, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on that list.
Which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does, let's be honest with you.
I started getting me takeouts in, like with little wooden forks and paper trays. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Well, it's funny, me and my missus was having this conversation yesterday. It's like it's gone back 30 years, isn't it? To paper wrapping and all of that lot. And it's like, yeah. Going to the butchers and getting your spam and that on grease-proof paper.
Bam!
£1 of spam. It's spam
It's
here.
my nose, got a sniffly nose. Bam!
Look at that lovely bit of spam. It's like,
ooh. All the nose noises.
yeah, I'm the same. Sniffling like a good one, right?
Do 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 do.
Bung that there for a minute. Stand up. Because it's
Oh yes, it's
2
been a couple of
hours.
hours. It's standing up time for
Well, yeah,
you,
we'll go.
young lady.
We'll go to laugh too if that's all right, geez.
Uh-huh.
I'll be 2.5.
I'm good to any time, so you go as long as you want. But
Yeah.
yeah, you need to not be up for hours and hours and hours.
Oh yeah, that'll be a couple of hours live streaming or 2.5 hours of live streaming. It's like
Yes.
that's why I've stood up because I'm getting a bit sore. So
You're a bit sore. Oh no, you are a bit sore. That's the point.
yeah. No, I'm just looking at this slight thing of madness that's coming together, and I'm thinking I need to get out more, a lot more.
Absolutely.
I've been locked up in
get
this
out.
room too long, and I need to get out.
Have I just mixed some plastic wrap into this? I better hadn't have had a piece of plastic on that yellow.
This poor thing. I am impressed with your green stuff in there, mate.
All I'm doing is making tubes.
Yeah, I know, but you're happy.
And this one I'll be making beads. Or big beads. Pebbles. Pebbles.
Why are you wearing gloves?
Because it gets on your hands and it gets your hands all sticky and horrible.
Yeah, but if you wet your hands...
Yeah, I know, but I just don't want it on my hands. It's gross. I'd rather just have gloves. Otherwise I have to clean all the crap out of my hands. It just sticks more to your hands if you're wearing just hands.
Oh, you're so funny.
Plus, it also means I'm less likely to impart fingerprints all over it when I'm smoothing it.
Yeah, but you've got your
Smoothing action.
super-duper smoothie sculpture tools, haven't you?
Yeah, I know. There's a hard bit in the middle. What's this hard bit?
Steady, Neris.
There's a hard bit in the middle. That's going in the bin. I don't know what that hard bit was, but it's banned.
It's banned, is it?
Yeah. I don't know if it was just a hard bit of the yellow stuff or it was actually a bit of the plastic wrap was still on it, but you can't quite tell.
You can have. And a little bit of.
I suppose you have to ask the question at some point with, cracking down on things like single-use plastics, which is a good thing. You have to ask long-term, what does this mean for the modelling community? Because at some point...
Oh, there'll be a plastic tax, but don't we already pay that?
Don't know.
I'm sure there's some additional thing they'll think of charging, but I don't think they'll ever ban it because... that's like saying, well, you can buy a computer, but you can't buy the plastic case that you put all the bits in. Because that's a single-use plastic.
And I'm sure at some point they'll come with some other compounds that they can...
You can't have a dashboard in your car because it's a single-use plastic.
Well, I suppose things like that, obviously, they're going to last a lot longer than a single-use, like, plastic container, but...
Absolutely, therefore the model kit would be the same, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I'm sure at some point they'll come up with some funky material. Material science will work some miracle that means we don't have to use plastic anymore.
Yeah, I mean, if they did it a bit similar to what the 3D printed filament is, which is biodegradable corn oil, is it, or something that the filament is? So, I'm sure they'll come up saying, but honestly, I don't think it'll ever come to that with model kits. I'd be surprised, to put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, I know Lego have actually come up with a new form of plastic that's not actually... It's some weird... It's not made from oil-based petroleum products, which is it's a whole new kind of plastic. And I suppose that's the way forward. They'll come up with some non-oil-based plastic.
Yeah.
Like based on something else that's completely biodegradable. That's a way forward.
Oh, definitely. That's why I think... model kits will end up going the way that 3D printing filament is like PLA and that, so...
It's just taken half a strip of green stuff to just do one seat thing. That's ridiculous. Right, so that'll be enough though. It's a bit weird and lumpy, but I can sand it back now.
Well, you're not going to get through that then if it's taken that amount.
I know. I know. Yeah. Well, I've got more coming. This is just the Games Workshop packs that I've got left over.
So that's an expensive seat then.
Yeah. But I do find green stuff, I just find it massively less intimidating than I don't know why I just find Milliput intimidating. I just do. To me, it just seems, I don't know, unfriendly. Whereas green stuff just seems a bit more, mix it together, off you go, done.
Green stuff versus Milliput isn't a debate that I'm getting into.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying in my experience, my opinion. I can say
I totally get you.
I can say, to me, it just seems a lot. It's a lot less intimidating to me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because it's just it's still epoxy putty basically, but it just seems I'm more comfortable fiddling with this stuff than I am with Milliput. I don't know why, but no idea why.
They've both got their pros. They've both got their cons.
Yeah. Just to me, this one seems more friendly to use. I don't feel as nervous. I feel more confident, I suppose. I don't know why I'd feel more confident, but I just feel a bit more confident using it. There you go.
I think it's more user friendly. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah. There we go. So that's one done.
Well, you've only got to look at it this way. Games Workshop, liquid green stuff. They don't do liquid Milliput, do they?
No. You can do that yourself though, can't you? But
yeah. So it's one of them, isn't it? But no, I certainly, I've used Milliput. I use green stuff. I've got a large pot full of it down there. So why would I go out and buy Milliput at the moment? And I've got Umbral putty over there that I mix with their liquid poly to make a liquid putty. That's the job for me. So, breaks, don't fix it is my motto.
I think just as a novice, to me, I don't know why, but green stuff seems a lot more friendly.
Yeah.
I think because it's just, I don't know. I don't know why I find it less intimidating. I just do.
It's workable for a lot longer.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to start hardening up as quick, so you've got a lot of more malleability.
Ooh. It's a big word, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Do you like that, folks? Do you want to Google that, Paul, PJ, and see whether that's an actual word, mate? Because I think
I can confirm.
Yeah, you might be impressed with me for saying that.
I can confirm that is an honest-to-goodness real word.
Yeah, hopefully you didn't spit your San Miguel out, mate, because I don't want to waste a good beer.
Yeah, don't be wasting the San Miguel.
So, yes, you heard it here first. Malleability, said by Festa. You're a bit of him.
Have you? A bit of that.
Edward says, Bandai are using Limex plastic, already released a model, not great model, but a start. Yes.
What's Limex plastic?
Plastic made from Limex, mate. I've got
Excellent.
no idea, mate.
I think it's... I know Bandai for a while did...
Yeah.
They had a big thing going forward of recycling their screws and stuff.
I mean, 10 out of 10, mate, for thinking that I would know. I give you that, but... yeah. Scoop, mate, you know, man.
You just sounded a bit more. You sounded a bit like you were like, yes, indeed. I was like, oh, you know what you're talking about.
I just thought I would let the person that asked that think that I was knowledgeable, but I failed miserably, didn't I?
Were you blagging it like the kind of you going for the boss's
I
job
went
without
into
being able to...
full-blown blag mode, and you fucked up a perfectly good blag, but that's all right. I ain't bitter.
Were you like trying to blag yourself as the CEO, basically?
I was, mate.
What was that TV series where someone would pretend to be a particular job, even though they weren't, like they pretend to be like an architect or a vet or something?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And they'd say how long they could do it for.
Yeah. There have been people that have done that successfully, haven't they? Where they've convinced people they're a fully trained lawyer or whatever, and they've got no qualifications whatsoever.
It's scary when you get someone doing that and pretend to be like a doctor, imitating.
Yeah, we had that in the UK several times, haven't we? Where people have had fake doctors' qualifications on the walls. We had a psychiatrist, didn't we? We had another one in one of the big hospitals in London that was prescribing medications and got caught out in A&E, didn't they, in the end, because they couldn't do a basic procedure.
Yeah, I don't think we ever have anyone pose as a surgeon because you can't really blag that, thankfully. But we've had people pose as, like, not GPs, but, like, consultants and things like that, where they can kind of not really... I don't know how they do it.
I don't, but they seem to.
They have to get somebody else to make a lot of decisions.
There was a big thing around Harley Street years ago, weren't there? Because there were people setting themselves up as, you know, experts in self-healing and all kinds of weird stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's just made up bullshit. That's
you know, and their private patient list were paying them a small fortune, and these guys didn't actually have any qualification whatsoever. And, could have done a lot more harm than good, really, especially with people with psychological concerns, because that's just out of order, isn't it, doing that? Yeah, that's the sort of pseudo-scientific, like, new age healing crap that is just nonsense. Yeah. And people say, oh, I'm a, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, you're not. Yeah. I'm a naturopath. This just made up nonsense. We had some plastic surgery ones as well, didn't we, that famously went tits up. Where people would, think they actually, taken money for botched surgeries, and that's what concerns me when that happens, because that's people's lives, isn't it? That's the thing. The thing I don't get is, like, I can understand, like, trying to blag your way into something, but then blagging your way as a plastic surgeon, at what point do you sit there and think, I'm not going to worry about the consequences, because you know it's the first time you do it, you're going to screw it up. Well, this is it, and I find it very scary that in the modern world people can still get away with doing it. Yeah, it's like it's alarming, isn't it? How do they even sit there with the scalpel in the hand and think, this is not going to go badly at all, I'll be absolutely fine. I mean, I know there's been a sociopath with no, like, you know, concerns like that, but at the end of the day, that's still a concern, isn't it? Yes. But no, that's the problem with all the alternative medicine scene, is it's all nonsense, and yet there's not regulated. No. There's nothing stopping you saying, I'm a naturopath and I can cure your cancer with this diet, in which, well, you'll die of cancer, but... Yeah, wasn't there a thing in America where you had a lot of self set up psychiatrists and therapists that had no qualifications, and I think they had a problem out there with it for a number of years, but I think they've legislated it for it out there now.
Things like psychotherapists and stuff, that's all like licensed and legitimate, but
yeah,
anything that's alternative medicine like acupuncture, naturopathy, chiropractic, any of that rubbish that's not actual science and not actual real medicine, you don't have to go to medical school.
That's just not licensed. That's still a problem over here, isn't it? Chiro practitioners. Several people that I know have gone to people and have ended up getting quite badly injured long term, where someone's had a go at cricking their neck. Yeah. But it's damaged nerves, and you know, there's court cases in the UK that have recently been going on where a young woman, wasn't it, was paralysed because some weird crackpot had a go at her neck, and she ended up a quadriplegic, bless her heart.
Well, the problem with chiropractic is that everybody thinks it's an actual science and it's proper medicine. In fact, it's not.
Yeah.
It never has been, and it never was. It was. Although nowadays chiropractors will tend to just do. A lot of them will be like, well, we just do things like just like a massage, you know, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But originally, chiropractic was the reason you've got cancer or leukemia or whatever you've got is because in your body, this energy flow is blocked.
Yeah.
And what you need to do is manipulate and do this subluxation and manipulate these particular energy nodes by moving things around so the energy can flow and your disease or whatever it is will go away and you'll be magically cured, which of course is...
And I think that's cruel, because that's giving the people in that situation false hope, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's complete nonsense. Yeah. But when they kind of can't do that anymore because it's clearly nonsense.
No.
But a lot of them now just say, well, you know, we'll just do like it's more like sports therapy, like, you know, we'll just give you a massage, and you know, okay, that might be beneficial because they're not saying anything other than we might help you with a slip disc. Or whatever.
I mean, I used to get a lot of hydrotherapy and manipulative therapy.
Yeah, but that's genuine based on science. So.
But I can't have the lower spine manipulative therapy now because it's fused. So
yeah.
But the hydrotherapy in the swimming pool was great for me because it was neutral buoyancy.
Well, that's based on actual physical, you know, science.
It was great. But obviously when you got out and gravity then kicked back in,
The thing is, it's also funny when it's sad in a way, but funny that there's enough scientific illiteracy around now that people can fall for this stuff. Like, you get things like kinesio tape for athletes. You'll see them where they put tape on their arms or their legs. It's just this tape. It's just tape, literally. It's just like sticky tape.
Yeah.
And they put it on believing it's going to give them some advantage and some... it talks about how it improves blood flow, and it's like, no, it's just tape. It doesn't do anything. You just put it on horses to help them breathe, and it's like,
no, it's Formula One drivers that have got the blue tape down their necks and that, and collarbones.
Yeah, it's like, no, it doesn't do anything. It's just...
There's no benefit to it whatsoever.
No. There's the same kind of people that will fall for the old, buy this sticker and put it on your mobile phone and you won't be traceable by the government. They won't get access to it. You'll be safe from microwave radiation. It's a sticker.
Yeah.
Literally, it's a sticker like you get in a set of stickers for a kid. And people pay 20 quid for this crap thinking it'll protect them from microwave radiation.
Oh, no.
What? The best one I ever saw was one of these stickers. It says, it will block your phone and people won't be able to know or track you or anything. And I'm thinking, but then you wouldn't be able to get a phone call.
Exactly, yeah.
Because the network needs to know where you are. That's how mobile phones work.
Yeah, it's like, is anyone going to be able to ping them?
Yeah, so it's like, that's the sad state of affairs, that scientific literacy is so low now that people will fall for that. And it's not their fault. They're not stupid, it's just they've not been educated in science or critical thinking. It's a real shame because they're suffering because of it.
It's surprising how many people try to take advantage of vulnerable people with medical problems, complaints and that. And that's what aggravates me about it, because you're preying on someone's vulnerability, aren't you?
Well, that's why I hate all these things where it's like the cancer cure they don't want you to know about. That's a reminder.
Yeah.
The cancer cure they don't want to tell you about, but do this instead of going on chemotherapy and you will survive. And it's like, no, you'll just die of cancer because it's not.
Yeah. Well, there have been people that have stopped chemotherapy or radiotherapy because some science guru has told them that if they join Scientology or whatever is the latest fad, that they'll be magically cured if they give them $100,000, and off they go. And we all know that it's fake, but through their desperation, they're willing to try anything, and I think that's wrong to do that.
And there's people. They're always going to do it. If there's a person there that'll fall for it, they'll always do it.
Mate, when I was having this conversation with Richard, who did my spine surgeries, and early doors, when you're in a situation, and I've been in this situation where you're going the length and breadth of the country, looking for ways to put off the inevitable that progressive relapsing remitting MS does. You do go and seek different opinions, not necessarily alternative medicine, but you do go to different. You do explore avenues that perhaps you normally wouldn't. And I've come across these weird crackpots that have promised me the world, and I'm like, you're talking bollocks, mate. Yeah. And I was relaying this to Richard and reeling off some names and places that I'd been to. And he was quite aware of a lot of them, and he was like, oh, that's the fella from such and such. And I went, yeah. He said, why on earth did you go there? I said, because I'm open to anything. I said, you do get desperate when you don't see any light at the end of the tunnel, especially when I was waiting for the diagnosis. You start looking for answers that aren't probably there. And
it doesn't matter how scientifically savvy you are. In that situation, when somebody says you're going to die of something, or your brain's going to go, well,
if I had been someone that was more gullible, I could have easily gone up that street, but I'm sitting there going, now leave it out. You're talking crap, mate. My own
crystal what now nonsense.
My own sanity was like, mate, you're talking BS. I actually thought you was someone that knew what you, but no, that's just baloney.
And you were born with the ability
for it. You have
the ability to apply critical thinking.
It annoyed me that these people would take advantage, and a few people when I used to do the MS group that had actually fallen for that type of thing and had laid out quite a bit of money on crackpot treatments, by the way.
Yeah,
that's what peed me off, because people are making money out of these people.
Yeah, I mean, there's thankfully, well, one of the problems in the US, I don't know what it's like over here, but I know what, because I listen to various podcasts and stuff and read various articles. But the problem they've got in the US is that there's no real decent regulation against supplements. And the supplements industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and they have a very powerful lobbying ability.
You on about the bodybuilding type supplements like the whey proteins and things like that?
Any supplements, like, this supplement to reduce your whatever, and it's kind of, and things like homeopathy and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of unregulated, so that as long as you don't specifically say this will cure your cancer, but you keep your language nebulous enough that it doesn't actually make a specific medical claim, then you can't be taken off the market or prosecuted. But the problem is, of course, that there's no regulation to have any of these supplements and medical processes tested under the FDA rules, because they're not classed as medical products or medicines.
Yeah, it's a worry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there are vulnerable people that could easily get scammed like that, and it
and they do.
Gives you the raging hump, doesn't it?
Yep. I'm just glad that, all the GPs I've ever had have been, thankfully, scientifically literate GPs. I know some people who've had GPs who've tried to suggest things like acupuncture and stuff, and they've just said to them, look, actually, you know what? I prefer my medicine to be based on science. And they've actually changed. One of my friends said the GP was trying to palm off. I'm not going to say what's wrong with them, but they were trying to foist acupuncture on them. But my friend is actually, you know, qualified medically and also a good critical thinker and knows that acupuncture is rubbish.
Yeah.
And it was for a proper medical condition. It wasn't just, you know, like quit smoking or some crap. It was proper. And they were like, yeah, I'm not going to be your patient anymore because you're clearly not qualified to be a doctor. Yeah. If you're trying to think that this made up nonsense pseudoscience is going to cure my whatever it was, then yeah, I'm not willing to be in this clinic anymore. So I'm going to change GPs now.
Yeah, this is it. I mean,
it's like that's what you do.
Yeah, when my GP referred me to Richard, who done me back, you know, she said he's a bit out there, she says, with his thinking, and he's quite a radical surgeon. She said, so don't be put off by that. She said he can be quite imposing. He is one hell of a massive fella.
Yeah.
But he don't beat around the bush. You know, he says it as it is. You know, when I first saw him, he said, I can't offer you a cure. I can't offer you a magic bullet. All I can do is stabilise the condition where you're at now.
Yeah.
He said, but if you don't have the surgeries I'm offering, you're going to lose bowel, bladder function. And he reeled off how the progression of the MS would debilitate. He said, now I can stabilise all of that by building a frame around the root nerves, the spine, and fusing it all together. Because basically the core muscles were losing their ability to support the core. And, you know, he said it ain't easy surgery. It's you know, you're having 7 or 8 surgeries over a progressive period of a decade. He said, but at the end of it, he said it should stabilise your condition. He said it's not a cure for MS, not saying it is. He said, but
stabilises
it stabilises where you are now. It's not going to make you walk any better. It's not going to prevent the pain, the debilitation, and all of that lot. He said, but you're not going to have to wear a diaper, are you? And it was quite brutal with it.
It deals with the consequences of what you've got.
Yeah,
now,
he said, I'll be honest with you, the risks of paralysis are very, very high. He said, you will come out of it with some nerve damage. He said, it's inevitable. He said, because of the area I'll be working in. He said, but I'll do my utmost to minimise that. And I've been, touch wood, reasonably lucky. So,
I mean, that's the thing that when it comes to things like surgeons know they can't do things like pussyfoot around to give false hope. And that, you know, every time we've spoken to medical people for a moment, it's always like, you know, we're going to tell you everything. We're not going to give you half the story. Yeah. GPs might not be that honest with you, but surgeons will always be like, this isn't going to do this, this, and this.
Absolutely. You know,
it's like Mama. Go on.
No, you carry on, mate.
I was going to say, Mama Wolf was booked in for a procedure, and it was like, you know, over a period of weeks, she was going through various things, and she said, right, I'm going to do this procedure, and waited the weeks and weeks and weeks, and she literally got there for this procedure, and they said, you know what, we're not going to do it because the risk is too great. We've had to think about it, and although it would benefit you to have this procedure, the risk of something happening, having this procedure done to make things better, is too high for your age. Yeah. So we'd rather, although you won't have the benefit of the procedure, fixing one thing, it's better than, you know, dying on the table because we're trying to fix a different thing. Yeah. And it was like, no, we appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, you do get that. You know, there was a lot of pros and cons that we had to consider. You know, and this is where Helen's strength come into it, because I can talk to her openly, you know, and she was like, you know, at the end of the day, the final decision's yours, what you want. She said, but as your wife,
it's up to you.
She said, I've seen the torture you've gone through. She said, and I know if you lose the ability to use your arms, it's going to finish you.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's why I took the choice I did with me neck joints been done, because it supported me neck. It allowed them to fuse the bones above and below where the artificial joints are.
Yeah.
But it regained or took away the chronic arm pump that I was getting down my arms, and that was the surgery that was the most risky, to be quite honest with you. You know, the risk of coming out of that with one arm not being used again was very high.
Yeah, you don't want to.
That's probably the only surgery out of the ones I've had in the last 10, 12 years that I really wavered on. You know, I was very close at one point to not have it done, and then I thought, I've got to kick myself with the what if it had worked.
Was that just because the risk was high but not catastrophic? Like if it went wrong, okay, it'd be a pain in the arse, but it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Yeah, I mean, there was a 60% chance that I would lose the use of my left arm. But luckily I came out of it, and I've only got a dead patch across my left chest, about the size of my palm, and down the back of the tricep is like a cold zone. It's just, I can pinch it, stab it, and I can't really feel externally anything there. But other than that, go on.
I was going to say, I suppose for some things though, it's almost like, you know, you've often got a choice between the benefit of a procedure, you know, balanced against the risk of it. But then again, if the risk of it is not a critical thing, like, okay, you might use the use of your arm, okay, but I've still got the use of my other arm and I'm still alive.
This is it. It's like,
so it's worth the risk. It's like some things are just worth risking.
It's like when we spoke about the Goliath, me tumour, and you was asking me how I felt about the surgery I was facing, and I said on this one I'm a bit nervous because it's grown into my spine. And they're going around the bottom of your tailbone pelvis area, cutting away meat and veg and all of that lot to get it all out. And the risk of any nerves that come round the sacral bone and out of your lower spine getting nicked was really high. And that could have led to forms of incontinence and all sorts. And again, that's your dignity, isn't it, mate? And
exactly.
You sit there and you think, is it worth taking the risk? But then Richard said to me, well, at the end of the day, if it grows any further, you're going to be incontinent anyway.
Yeah.
So
what do you do?
You know, you're flipping the coin that really doesn't need flipping. You're at that crossroads. He said, because in 6 months to 12 months, you're going to be there anyway.
So it's like you may as well take the risk and see if we can prevent it happening.
You might as well take the risk, mate, and have at it. So I took the risk and touch wood. It's all good. It could have gone the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
It does leave you a little bit, but I don't know.
It's all about balancing that risk. Yeah.
You just go
Everything
for it.
Has an inherent risk. It's just if the risk is worth taking. That's the question.
Jeff Light's gone. He said, thanks for the stream. He says, hope to catch you Sunday. Not problem.
Yep.
Edward says that. Edward says that tape is just for stability. It helps reduce sprains in ankles and wrists. He used it all the time playing football. Oh right, he said the rest is BS. Yeah,
because it was originally just designed to reinforce the joint. Like that's like having a real tight.
Players used to do it on their quad muscles and Achilles. Am I right there, Paul?
Yeah.
Edward even.
Yeah, but then it became this, it'll improve your blood flow. And it's like, no, that's all bollocks.
Yeah, Paul Day Tomato says it can get really scary when confronted with surgeries and things that you could be damned if you do and damned if you don't. Absolutely, Paul.
Yeah, because how do you make a decision if it's 50-50?
Sorry, mate, I spoke earlier. Carry on.
No, go on. No, it's fine. If it's like a 50-50 thing, if like 20% you might die, 80% your life will be better. It's like, okay, well, that's a risk worth taking. But like if it's 50% you'll die, 50% your life will be brilliant. You're like,
Yeah, touch wood, I've been lucky, I mean, Richard said to me, you're not gonna put away your sticks. He said, you'll still need them. He said, but he said you was told by one consultant you'd be in a wheelchair at 35, sorry. He said, you're 55. He said, and you're still not in it. He said, so we've kept you walking all right, albeit with AIDS. He said, but you're still able to stand upright. He said, so, he said, it's been a success. He said, because we've stabilised you where you are. Model Plastic says it's time to rest, have a good night. Yeah, we're coming off now anyway, mate, because it's 1:45. So, yeah, we're going to be coming off. I'll bung his lordship full screen so that he can show off his wares, and then I'll do the same.
Show me bits off.
There you go.
Okay,
Show bits,
I've no idea if that thin milliput's going to work when I sand that back down again, but I'm just going to leave it as it is for now anyway. I need to wait for the sprue glue on his joints down the side to finish.
Yeah,
so I've got to leave him to one side. On the chairs, I have filled in the headrests with the milliput and put plastic card on the back. So the plastic card needs cleaning up, of course.
Oh, they're coming on well, mate. I like them.
Yeah, but my big choice now is what to do with the seat backs. For one of them, this one, the driver's seat, it doesn't matter because the figure's going to be on top of that, so I've got to do that one. But that one, do I fill it in or... See, for this one, I've got these two bits here, but filling that is going to be a ball ache because it's got this plastic card that's thin and it's just going to blop out. So I might be lazy and try and see if I can do some sort of like seat cover flopped over it, but not fully. So it's like
yeah,
on
like
the back
like a tarp, like my tissue tarp thing. You mean, or
yeah. Like it's had a seat cover and it's been pulled back over here a bit, or it's like a rug or something. There isn't actually a rug in there. There is a seat cover on the back seat, but
would you be able to do what you did with the knackered tranny and put the foil over it, mate, and create like a material? Because the foil's going to be quite strong, isn't it?
That would work, but I think it wouldn't look like a seat cover. It would look more like leather or leatherette.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think maybe, I mean, even either some real flat green stuff or just some of the tissue, just to make it look like there's maybe a rug or a mat or something covered, because filling those is going to be a ball ache.
Yeah, just something like a throw being put over the seat. Yeah,
I mean, not that I have that in my car, but I'll have to think of something. I mean, I might try filling them in, but I mean, just filling in those little holes there is going to be a pain to sand them because of the raised bits. But we'll see. So there you go, that's what I've done. And apart from hurting my thumb trying to get the damn car apart, which is fun.
How is Thummy?
Thummy is complaining because Thummy's a little bit grumpy because he's a bit sore now.
Yeah,
I'm grumpy that I couldn't get the wheels off, but never mind.
You've been doing all the manly things, haven't you? I'm proud of you, mate.
See, I like doing green stuff, but not lots and lots of it. I get bored of doing it very quickly, and that's why I don't want to do green stuff.
Well, I'll be posting your box out this week, so if you want the axles and the wheels, I'll send them up to you.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, if you're not going to use them, I'll take them off you.
I'm not going to use them.
It still doesn't answer how I'll get the wheels off that one, but I'll figure something out.
Of course, you're in the same problem, yeah.
I don't know.
That's where I'm at, folks. We've got a bit of, a little bit of madness going on, isn't we? It's
a little bit of madness.
Yeah, so I want to do that and make a base for it so that it turns on a magnet. So we got that.
That is what we call a significant amount of madness, dear boy.
And then we've got the orc dudes in there. We've got the surfboards of teeth on the front. Hold up. Knew that would go off. Bloody thing. There. So we got him flicking the bean with his buzzsaw jaws and all of that lot. And then we got the geezer hanging out the back there with his squig cannon with a squig buried down the bottom there going, oi, you. Turn it in or I'm going to lob this squig at you. So I've got to leave the Bluey on there because, why not? What I've got to do now is I've just got to make some flared arches with the spikes to go, just to fill that little void in a bit. So, that's where I'm at with that. And then, like I say, that'll have a slight turret of turnage on it. I don't want to get carried away.
Don't want to get carried away, he says. Shut up.
So
we both agreed to keep the seat cover on, the wheel cover on, haven't we? It seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's just a nod to what it started off at, as even. So folks, that's I'm looking.
Yours is awesome, dude. Yours is awesome.
I'm looking forward to getting it primed because it'll bring it all together, and then So
now I might do a bit of work on this throughout the week, just because I don't think there's enough for me to be doing all through a stream next week. So I'll probably get all the rest of the physical stuff done, so that I can have it primed and ready for next week. Then I don't know how I'm going to paint it because Because it's all going to be airbrush painting, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll do the wheel arches. I'll film designing the wheel arches and doing all of that, and then I'll add it to the footage of this, because I've got to do a video on this anyway, because I've been filming as we're building. So yeah,
I'm not actually sure how to do the painting then, because really I would ideally be spraying the paint, but
yeah, I need to do a test paint on a bit of sprue with a rattle can, just to see how it takes primer. I can't see it being a problem.
No, I'm just thinking of like when I'm doing my colours and stuff, it's the kind of thing I would normally spray, but I can't really do that. So I'm going to have to brush paint it, but it is going to be rat rodded and beaten up and weathered. So I might get away with brush painting. I mean, I'll spray the primer on, obviously, but when it comes to the painting, I mean,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll probably spray the primer and then brush paint everything. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can, because it's a big orc thing, but for mine, it's supposed to be just a car, but I'll get away with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might get all my buildy bits done this week, just out of the way.
Yeah, it makes sense, mate.
Get it primed.
Absolutely. And Phil Bolton says the official Orcish Bluey fan club vehicle. Yeah, mate, I've got no idea.
Yours, Cole.
I've got no idea where I'm going to go with the paint job yet. I don't want to go too mad with it.
Oh, shut up. You're already there, dear. I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, I've done it again, I've got carried away. I do apologise.
You're already on that road. Have you told H yet about this?
No.
Has she seen it yet?
No.
The thing is, you've passed the Rubicon now, because she'll never know that it was a Bluey car.
Yeah, she will, because when I do the video, I shall have a little prequel of what it started off as. So, yeah. When I first got wind that we was going to do, this is the kind of thing I saw in my head immediately. And it's then trying to make the stuff or create the stuff to make it happen. And yeah it's getting there.
Slowly but slowly. But yes,
slowly but surely.
I'm very impressed by yours. Yours just looks awesome.
Have I just gone a bit silly again though, haven't I? Look, I mean, come on, look. A bit
you
mad,
can't go a bit silly, Cole. You know that.
It's a bit daft, isn't it? I mean, come on.
Yeah, you can't go a bit silly.
Yeah, the parking that would be quite a problem, wouldn't it, on them wheels? I mean,
I think you should do something to cover up the cupola on the turret, because it doesn't look like a little tiny turret.
I haven't got that far yet, mate. I've only glued the bits together, but that's. Do you rivet count something that I haven't finished?
I'm not. I'm just saying.
But
I like the surfboard bits there. That's really good.
That's not to scale. There's no way that orc would be able to stick his head out of there.
Suddenly I'm not quite as proud of jamming some green stuff into a gap in my seat. It's not quite as impressive as all the stuff you've done.
Yeah, but I'm lucky in a way that I've got the 3D printers.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. But yeah, you've still got your crafting of the stuff and designing it. But yeah.
Yeah, let's not forget, of course, you've aside from the figures, obviously, you've designed all the other stuff in CAD yourself.
Yeah, the figures literally started off with orc bodies was an STL download, and then I managed to find a couple of heads, and it was then adding bits to the heads and changing the geometry of the arms and that to suit this vehicle. So yeah,
the wheels are scratch and the chassis from scratch.
Wheel, chassis, seats, they're all scratch. But yeah, the driver, his arms were redone and positioned where I wanted them. Same as this guy with a buzzsaw jaw. These were all different attachments for other orc vehicles that have been cut apart and used on his face to create something that didn't exist. So yeah.
I'll tell you what, instead of making me an insane blade, I'll send you another Bluey car. Make me one of those.
You want one?
And I'll paint. I want one of them, and I can paint all that up.
Bless you.
It's mint, though.
It's different, isn't it?
Yep.
You just want another Bluey car.
Phil Bolton says, no sillier than cartoon dogs driving a Range Rover, Colin.
Yeah, you got a point there, mate. Yeah. Absolutely. So, yeah, that's where we are, folks. That's where we'll love and leave you for the night. It's great to be back. It's great to spend our Friday with you, folks. We have missed you, both of us.
Exactly.
And, yeah, I'll hopefully see you again Sunday. for a bit of workbench and a bit of gallery. So we'll sit and do that Sunday. And
is that an open to everybody brunch or?
Yeah, that'll be open to all the channel members and patrons and that. So I'll put the link up in the YouTubes and the 24/7 chat. So yeah, the usual.
Awesome sauce.
Keep it family friendly on air, and we'll be fine. No religion, no politics, all of that.
Yep. Streaming wise, I'll of course be back on Wednesday if you're back with.
We'll do a Bane Blade this week, mate.
Yeah, for remodels. And then back next Friday, because I'm taking a break from streaming at the moment. So apart from Fridays and Wednesdays and Monday nights. For remodels.
Yeah, we both needed to recharge the batteries, and dare I say it, we've had real life stuff going on. And
yeah, I'm massively limited.
Yeah,
so.
and contrary to popular belief, we haven't had a fallout there, have we?
I love that.
We do laugh at the rumour mill, don't we, mate?
I love it. It's like, do you think it's... Yeah, they just don't know,
people looking for gossip. It was quite funny.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't take long, did it?
Oh, no. It was like within minutes.
It was, yeah. But, so we'll see you Sunday, hopefully. If it's too warm, then it'll be a slightly shorter show because, we'll all be melting because it's going to be a heat wave day, isn't it, Sunday? So we'll see how it is in the UK.
I mean, this applies to every potential stream now for the next couple of months. Is it might potentially be too hot to sit at a bench with the lights on. So
yes,
don't assume any stream until the stream physically starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we'll keep you updated.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. So until the next time, folks, we'll love and leave you, and we'll see you for the next one.
Yep. Take care,
for
everyone.
Now. Bye.
Big hugs. Adios, amoebas.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.